Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Whew, we are almost completely set up. We just had some disconnection issues. I'm going to fix these things, but first, hello and welcome. How is everybody doing? I'm hoping you're having a very fantastic, what is it, Tuesday? Is it Tuesday?
Yes,
It's
Tuesday.
It's always
Yeah,
Tuesday
it just
when
so
we're doing this.
happens to be Tuesday.
It so happens to be Tuesday. Welcome to episode 7 of Delving in Deep. I hope everybody's having a fantastic time. I am joined by the currently 5 sexiest people in Dungeons & Dragons. The third sexiest person had to take a class right now.
No, he's right there.
Yeah, he's where Joy is.
Well, he does have a photo, which I really should.
Now he does.
It's currently blocked by Joy.
Yes. Joy is currently shelled.
And
I see. Like you had Shazam Poof's camera up. You're trying really hard to get him on screen again, but he was ahead of the game. Had his camera turned off this time.
Ah, I've learned.
You've done it. You've foiled my plan. Wait, where is? So Jabo, Sheer, Joy.
Kyle is.
no.
Kyle is where Nox is.
Oh yeah, there are some moments where we're gonna have to, because there
I'm
should not be a half
sorry
camera
that-
right now. That's weird that
should
there's a
not-
half camera.
I'm sorry that
Oh.
my Zoom decided to just die for a moment there.
Y'all came here for the quality entertainments. We're gonna deliver.
Okay, that's
Quality
Shazam.
entertainment that is just trying to figure out how to use the internet.
The internet uses itself pretty good, usually.
Hey,
Um,
Sadra, tier 2 sub.
Hey, look at
Bringing
that.
it
Thank
in.
you. Oh, and also let me scroll up. And again, thank you, Potted Tulips, for the Twitch Prime sub.
Mhm.
You guys are awesome.
We got Tom in the middle of the screen.
And we got
We
we had
do.
500 bits from Craig Cuber, who pointed out we don't have to drink for it this time.
We don't. Thank you so
What if-
much, Cranky.
What if
We
we
don't-
wanted to drink?
I
Are you gonna
encourage
stop
it.
us?
Just
I don't
drinking
have
game.
anything on me.
Drinking
I'm just
game, that's it.
saying.
Just no Jaeger for Larry. We don't need
Yeah.
another smear on the wall.
No Jaeger for Larry and no liter bottle of Fireball for me.
Jesus.
Jesus
A
Christ, dude.
leader.
That's
played. Okay, so let me explain the story.
Yeah,
I don't
let's
know
hear
if I mentioned. So last week I was running this game with Crown Peach, which is a brand new flavor and absolutely delicious, and you can't get it anywhere. I was running shots of Crown Peach for the drinking game here.
Yeah,
At
yeah,
the same time, my aunts and uncles had talked me into playing a game of King's Cup. Like an idiot, I became beer bitch, and I ran out of alcohol. So, and our hotel room was on the farthest part from where we were playing.
yeah.
So I just decided to use the fireball that was at the table.
Completely
And then
reasonable.
and then my grandmother
Your grandmother.
was my waterfall partner, and she just was chugging her Corona the entire time, slowly as possible, so that it still counted. She's just barely chugging this
Back.
Corona. Meanwhile, I'm next to her chugging this bottle of Fireball, absolutely dying.
Now,
That's life
Connor.
decisions, Knox. Lessons learned. That's it.
Connor, I would think that after my Thanksgiving dinner last year, you would have learned that liters of Fireball is a bad idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was.
Like, I made this mistake so you didn't have to, and you still managed to do it anyways.
I mean, it was either that or
Casey's so concerned right now.
We're all fine, guys. Thank you for tuning in. I know you're here for Dungeons and Dragons, episode 7. The counseling
Turns out
for,
this
the
is
counseling
actually
for my
intervention.
players will begin weekly on Thursdays. No,
I don't need it, boss. I don't.
Are you sure there?
most
Yep.
of us are pretty well put together. Then that's a complete lie. All right, so thank you for tuning in. We've got all the videos fixed except Joy, who is just on the wrong side of her own video. That's easy. No, you're good. I have a flip button. So normally I have this like horizontal flip, and I have to do it for Kester every time because he sits kind of sideways, which will be fixed next week.
Can you flip it on my side because
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
okay, thank you. There's like just a lot of bed there.
There you go.
Thank you.
So thanks to all the viewers, your subscriptions, your bits, definitely your patrons, especially the Patreons. We are we were for a moment. For a brief moment, we were no longer running a deficit for this show, and because you put your support into us and your trust in us, we have purchased a camera and a light for Kester. It should be here on Thursday. We'll get some photos up once we get him set up, and we should have a decent camera and front angle for him next week. Be super excited. Kester will be joining us in about an hour when he finishes up his exam or class.
For some reason, school's more important.
Yeah, I know, right?
What?
There we go. There's his handsome face from last. I think he just went on to the stream from last week and took a picture.
No, actually, in my little private servers for some of my friends, somebody screen grabbed that and made that in emote on my server. So he grabbed that.
That's a good one. That's
So
That's a
good.
good grin. We're gonna need the full photo posted in show discussion. That being said, I'm gonna give you a quick recap. Right. So last time we played, you all received a dinner invitation to Kragar Blackfist's place. You had put two and two together and realized he was the man who slaughtered the mayor, had the haunted house, and so a bit nervously you made your way to his dinner with a tactic for poisoning him and taking him out. He was heavily surrounded, as it turned out, by living furniture, if you will. Statues winked at you, fireplaces waved, maybe a bit unsettlingly, but he laid out his reason for existing, as he served you not humans, right? He served you not humans, but he essentially said that he was a councilman, he was here for the best interest of the city, he was the lesser of two evils, and he asked you to do him one last favor, and he would see you out of town. He asked you to take care of some bandits that had been giving him trouble in the northern section, or north of Jellicoy into the mountains. He said if you did that for him, you would get some carpenters on your boat, get it fixed up, and happily see you off and out of Jellicoy, off to your adventures. You later went after leaving. You, I guess the word imbibed. You had some drinks. You had a pretty forgetful night. I say forgetful. You forgot it, and you woke up the next day. Anthony looking over most of you, kind of giving you the recap of what happened. And my notes here specifically, let's see, the quick rundown is Shelth got into a fight, the vial of poison vanished, looks like Kia turned Dory into a eunuch.
He deserved it, I'm sure.
Myself.
And yeah, that's where we leave it off. You guys nursing your hangover from the night before, and discussing kind of the way ahead. So we cut into Anthony Pyle's room at the Three Ladies.
Is this where we're eating bacon? Or
that-
have we left?
Yeah, I think we're still eating breakfast, yeah.
Yeah, he brought up the bacon and the water. And he says, "All right, guys, you know what? Just go ahead and you start chowing this down. Whew, and we doing this today? What's the plan there?"
I think once we get over our hangover, probably.
Yeah, I'm good to go today. I feel great.
Sooner the better.
Yeah, definitely. Sooner the better. We should also keep an eye out in case, anyone's tripping balls out there. Or, dying of heart attacks.
Just have as little interest in it as possible and don't be implicatable.
Of course.
So we don't freak out at the first heart attack we see.
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
Well, yes, but like it's sort of like I don't want to be involved. Someone just died. This is weird. Let's get out of here, sort of way.
Yeah, exactly.
Unless in the like, oh God, it's him, and people will be like, what do you mean it's him?
Right, but if we see someone trying to pilfer it on the street, we take it back.
Sure.
Let's not be linked to deaths that are within our control.
Well, yeah, I've got the I've got some more of the ship duty. I assume you guys are fantastic with these bandits. You're gonna handle it.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, yep.
bandits sound pretty easy to me. Easy way to get us out of here.
Yeah, try not to get your chest ripped open this time. We leave you alone.
And he kind of rubs his hand along his chest. Yeah, I'll try that. Thanks for the pep talk. I need some coffee.
Put some
You
ice
need
on
less coffee.
You need less coffee.
it. What if the coffee's what saved him though?
I doubt that. I very much.
It's
doubt
hard to
that.
bleed out if your blood's coffee.
It's not how that works.
We just
can't
I
bleed
just keep
out.
pumping more blood into my veins, right? The coffee.
That's not
Creates
how
blood.
any of this works.
I don't know. Maybe we ought to do a medicine check.
Medicine check for coffee.
He looks at each of you and says, "I'm gonna get some coffee. Coffee."
Yes, coffee.
Knox,
Coffee.
Knox has his hand up. Hey, buddy, you look fantastic this morning. What can we do for you?
What happened? I don't know where I am.
You know what? I was gonna say I was really impressed. You took so much for such a tiny man of stature. Short stature, a man who does not reach great heights. You started drinking. You didn't do much else, and you just kept drinking. And at the end of it, you stopped drinking, and here we are.
That sounds like it made sense somehow.
You put him
You
down,
drank.
friend.
You drank, and then you passed out. Is what I'm getting.
And at some point, Shelt was trying to dance with you. You wouldn't have it. You kind of shoved him.
That was pretty funny.
I don't remember any of this.
That's fine. We don't
Whatever.
need it. We don't need it. We need coffee though.
I would be inclined to not believe you, but knowing
But
what happened last
here
time,
we are
yeah.
in a pile on Anthony Pyle's floor.
I mean, y'all could unbunch up and unpile. You don't have to stay there. I'm teasing. Hey,
As the smallest guy, he'll like crawl out. And I'll go get coffee with you.
that's what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah, let's go downstairs.
Yes, coffee.
So hey, don't forget the bacon. We're not done with this yet. And
Oh, right. Yeah.
he walks downstairs and he gets up to the counter and before he can signal the woman at the back, says, yeah, I gotcha. And she starts pouring another cup-sized thing of espresso. Pours down a couple extra shots, brings it over to the bar, and says, if you weren't so good, you're kind of pushing your luck here with all the food and the caffeine, this stuff here. It gets a little costly, but I guess you bring it in. And she pushes the drinks to each one of you. So what's your big plan today, fellas? You going sailing? Is the ship good to go?
I'm sorry, you said something hilarious for a
What the
second.
dwarf said.
Oh dear.
Just
Is,
final
uh,
prep.
I don't know. None of them liked my idea about taking the drugs that make you go really fast and just mending it.
We don't even have drugs that make you go really fast.
No, we just have coffee.
Do.
Secret drug dealer over there.
Anthony slams down the coffee cup. Off to the ship, guys. Have fun. Catch you later. Bring back the
Good
money.
luck. Don't tear up the sails, or
Please
I
don't.
will
Yes, yeah.
throw your entire
Just-
wardrobe into the sea.
It's okay. We have a tailor to fix it if he ruins it.
Has
Just-
she showed up yet?
She should be there today.
Well, I guess since he's on the move, we should get on the move too.
Off
Yep.
to fight some bandits.
Easy
Yep.
peasy, get this done and go.
Yep. Wait, we have to go back to the ship first.
Does blacking out for a night count as a long rest?
Good question. You are all exhausted. One level, please.
Yes.
Why did you say yes? Why is this the thing you want?
Because I'm always getting that exhaustion.
Right, but do I
How
get
did-
my spell slots
Never mind.
back?
You can always. Is it end of a long rest?
Yeah, it's end of a long rest.
Yeah, we'll do that. End of a long rest. You can have your spell slots back.
Thank you.
But still have that level of exhaustion. Just wasn't a good enough sleep.
But yes, we definitely need to go by the ship first.
Do you think we should check out of our room and move our stuff onto the boat?
If it's
I'm
safe
not
enough-
comfortable staying on that boat yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Really, I'm the guy who falls asleep on boats all the time, and I don't want to fall asleep on that boat.
You know, you guys, you talk about that boat a lot differently than Anthony talks about the boat.
That's because Anthony's an idiot.
The ship has potential, but it's
I'm not sure I'd use that word.
I am. He's a well-meaning idiot, but he's an idiot.
I wouldn't even call him an idiot. I'd just call him a novice.
But he's our idiot.
So where are those bandits again?
So what you're
oh,
tracking is in the mountains to the north, but you have not been pinpointed a location.
We can always do some searching around. It's always a good place to start, at the very least.
Do we have everything we need?
No, that's what I'm
Should
saying.
we go
need...
to the market?
No, we need to go to the ship and get the box.
Which box?
The box with
the-
stuff inside
the-
that we have to
yes.
get rid of.
Oh,
The box.
The box of
Hey,
things.
Crikey, with the 5 gift
Ooh,
subs.
wow.
Thank you.
oh, wait, yeah, no, I get you. The trash. Yeah,
We need to take out the trash box.
yeah.
You guys got some trash. I know a guy that does some hauling for some trash. We could
This is trash we'd rather deal with ourselves.
It's sort of a personal situation.
It
We
was a
accidentally-
wild night.
It was a wild night. We accidentally ruined some things. We'd rather take care of it ourselves.
Yeah, it's a little embarrassing.
All right, maybe then we should go do that.
Yep. That's
Okay. So as you exit the 3 ladies, you see the oh, by the way, one gold for all the coffee. Thank you, Slippies. 1 gold between total. So as you exit Slippies, you see immediately
I got that one. The gold.
the clouds are starting to roll in. You're getting a sense of a shift in air pressure and weather. Looks like rain or storm is on the horizon. So where are we going first?
The boat, I think, is what we.
the ship
Yeah.
for the box with the
Okay.
mayor.
All right. So you work your way down to the dock. The people are starting to move. They seem to be hustling from place to place. There's already some people that look like they're throwing tarps over the reconstruction effort of the warehouse that had been burnt down. People are starting to lock down, board up windows, tie their ships, tie their smaller ships to the piers a little tighter. And you see Anthony waving to you at the from the top of the mast already, and he says something, but you can't quite hear it from this distance as he's shouting as the wind picks up. And
What was that?
you hear him shout again, and he says, and you hear nothing.
It might be best if we get close to him. He might be saying something dangerous
Yeah.
anyways.
Give us a second to get closer, Anthony.
If we can't hear him, why would he? Never mind.
You never know.
He does start climbing down from the mast.
Let's see, he heard me.
Hey, fellas. Hey, a little bit of a storm. Docs, what do we do to prepare for a storm? Yeah, you're muted.
Usually what we do is tie down the hatches, knock them in place with a small peg and a hammer to keep everything locked down. We'd furl up the sails. However, we don't have hatches. Those have all rotted off. There's a hole in the side of the ship. The sails are all ripped to shreds. Really, I don't see anything that this storm could do to us that hasn't already happened to the ship, besides actively sinking it. And really, at that point, the only thing we can do is try and fix that hole in the side of the boat and hope that the gods are kind.
Real quick, Docs. What's a hatch?
So, you notice the door there, right? On the top of the ship, the hatch, the trap door going down into the ship?
Yeah, the door.
The thing that's supposed to go over the top and close it is missing.
We should find one.
Yes, that's really a thing we should find. That's what I just said. That door that sits on top is called a hatch.
Can you get me a hatch?
No,
I could make you a hatch if I had the materials and the time.
Well, don't we have some materials?
We're using them to fix the hole in the side of the ship.
I don't think it has to be pretty. We could just slap something on there, right? Like a couple 2x4s and we're good.
that's one way to do it, I guess. Or you could just, get somewhere dry.
He looks out at the ocean and he's like,
Put the ship somewhere dry.
Yes.
can we do that? Is that a thing we could do? We just lift it up?
I can't pay for a dry dock.
Listen, you're gonna be doing a lot of bucket duty today, I think is the final answer.
That is the gist of it.
You best get a couple more shots of coffee in you.
Yes.
Yeah, you get more coffee in buckets.
Do I put... Yep, you know what? Got it. Get a bucket.
Okay.
Get a bucket worth of coffee.
You need
I
lots
knew that
of
was coming.
buckets to get the water out of the boat.
So we
Actually,
need
no.
multiple
have
buckets.
Have a bucket of coffee to help you get the buckets of water out of the boat.
You just had me a bucket of coffee. I'm really enjoying the thought of a bucket of coffee.
Time out. Make sure you know what the bucket of coffee is for.
Can I do like some type of check, like maybe a medicine check to make sure he's actually sleeping and he's not actually exhausted?
Yeah, give me a medicine check.
Okay, because I'm starting to fear for his life.
Yeah, he seems fine.
Okay.
Don't know if I trust that.
But yes, Anthony. Essentially what's going to happen, there's massive holes in the ship. I can't close those holes in the ship until we get better stuff, essentially. So, what I need you to do is to prevent the ship from waterlogging itself and capsizing and drowning you inside. I need you to be actively running up and down the ship, gathering water from the bilge. That's the bottom of the boat. You know, where it's like curvy and hard to walk. I need you to pull water out of there because that's where it's going to collect. Walk back up the stairs and dump it over the side as best you can, as fast as you can, or you're probably going to either sink the ship or capsize and be stuck in it, and we have to cut a hole in the ship to get you out. But that's a different thing.
How far, like when the water reaches a certain point, the ship sinks. How far is that? How much room do I have of like...
Maybe we shouldn't leave him here by himself.
No, I'm good. You guys got stuff to do. Just let me know where the line is.
Okay, so here, follow me. And Knox will walk downstairs with him.
Okay.
And he'll point at... he'll show like different lines in the bilge. So right about here, your knee height, my waist height. That's just about... that's just about the place where the ship starts to list a little bit. It starts shaking back and forth. That's in the danger zone.
Okay.
If it ever gets to the point where it's at my neck, your chest level, that's too much water, and the ship's going to start creaking and shaking and eventually just one of two things. It'll just drop into the water, and more water will dump on until eventually the ship is just at the bottom of the harbor, which is a big trouble for other ships, but that's not a thing. The other problem that could happen is the ship, as a result of rocking back and forth from the wind and from this weight now acting as a counterbalance to it, the ship can also just flip right over, and you're stuck up here in the bilge, and you have to hope that the air pocket lasts
He
long
puts his
enough.
hand up. He just holds his hand in the air for a second just to stop you. He starts looking to the left and right. And he goes, "I hear you, Nox. I've got an idea. I'm gonna have a concert," and he just runs off. He starts running up the ship.
Wait,
What? A bucket concert?
And you all see Anthony emerge, and he just starts moving his way back into town. "Hey, have fun with the bandits. I got this. Trust me. Have fun."
I think he's taking my advice and finding a dry place to stay for this.
Wait, but then what if the ship just sinks?
But
We've got
where
this.
did he
Problem
go?
solved. Problem solved, Shell. You're handsome. Keep it up. I like what you're doing with your hair.
Master Kester, and Kester's just standing there silent. Never mind.
Did I do something with my hair?
Guys, can coffee give you false expectations of yourself?
I don't know. I've never had as much as he has.
You know what?
Is he gone
If-
crazy?
You know,
He
if he,
might.
if he fucks everything up and the ship sinks, I'm sure we can just like bother Black Fist for some good transport out of town.
He might give us a ship.
I
He
mean,
did promise us a ship.
I mean,
he promised
maybe
to fix
he
this
can
ship.
unsink it.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, bandits it is then.
Yeah.
Yeah, bandits.
Bandits. Okay. So, yeah. Do anything else
Wait, what
before you-
about the trash?
Oh right, the trash.
Yep, we
Yep.
should definitely.
I go down and I'm gonna be one of the first ones to grab it so we don't forget.
Hey, someone else gonna help? Knox.
Nox is shorter
Alright.
than you.
So he gets one side, I get the other side. It's about lifting it. I'll try not to lift it above him.
I will go.
I am going to watch because this is going to be very entertaining.
Man, I can't wait until Master Kester learns how to make me bigger.
Oh, that could be nice.
And then Nox will move to help him.
Okay. Yeah, you get down there. It's not particularly heavy. It's awkward for its shape. Two of you on the handles.
I
On the
figured a
sides.
person weighs a lot.
Absolutely. I mean, a halfling weighs less.
And I mean, he's in two pieces, so you know, like I'm sure that distributes the weight a little bit nicer.
So yeah, it's a little bloody on the front. Just a stained blood on the latch and the front of the wood, but otherwise not too inconspicuous. And you're able to easily lift it.
Lead the way. I'll follow you. Where are we going?
Yeah, where are you
On the
going?
mount, the towards the mountains, I guess. Find those.
Are we just
bandits.
taking this with us?
We should get a cart.
Or, dump it in the harbor.
No,
There is a storm
discussed
coming.
this.
It'll get washed
Yeah.
up.
We've discussed this part.
Have you ever
Discussed
tried
yesterday.
rocks?
We discussed this yesterday. I think we all decided on it as a no-go. I think,
Man,
right?
I don't remember anything. It's almost like I wasn't even there.
Calvin, we discussed that as a no-go, dumping it in the harbor, yes?
Yeah, we
Okay.
discussed that as a no-go. We're gonna just take it into the forest and
Leave
leave
it
it
with
with
the
the
bandits
bandits.
that we're killing.
We should probably disguise this box somehow then, guys. Maybe put a top on it.
Oh,
Or a
yes.
tablecloth. Or a towel. Are there any towels in the bathroom?
No, the ship has not been outfitted with towels.
Well, we could just get part of the ripped sail.
Oh my god, let's not do that, because we need because the sail's there. We need that repaired.
We probably don't want part of our ship to be attached to the dead body that we're leaving somewhere
Then
away
we
from our
take-
ship.
Then we take part of someone else's ship.
That's too much work.
It is, but
Casey, this
Yes.
is an out of character question.
Please.
I know in my art, and one thing that we've discussed is that like the holy symbol is in the shape of the Chrolome, like faith.
Yeah.
It's also metal.
Mm-hmm.
Hypothetically,
I will listen in.
heat metal,
Okay.
touch on wood,
Okay.
wood burning.
Think about a soldering iron being pressed onto a piece of wood. It does not catch the wood on fire as much as it burns it and
Singes.
singes. Yeah.
Right, but it would singe it in such a way that it leaves a branding.
Yeah. You could
Yeah, I think-
definitely work on that. Yeah. Heat metal on your holy symbol. How you gonna hold it?
Entirely fair.
I mean, you could take the damage.
I will take the damage.
Oh, 1 letter a day.
If you're lucky.
No, it's just an image. I'm just dropping an image onto this thing.
Oh, you're just gonna
Long
press
enough.
it against it. Okay.
Just press it against it to burn it long enough to leave a symbol.
So you're gonna put a symbol of Chrolome on the treasure chest with the mayor's body.
yes.
Yes.
Yeah, let's not do that. Because-
I'm great. You just gotta tell me why.
Well,
I said, we've been talking about like,
Can we
hey, let's
can we talk
disguise-
about this quietly while we walk to
Yes.
where we're
Damn it,
going?
sorry, I will
Yeah.
let out again.
so here's the thing, Connor. Well done. Here's the thing, Knox. So like, yes, we have the issue of getting out of town, but that's a very small and temporary time, and really, we could just be moving something from a ship that's about to possibly get lost in a storm, and we're moving it. Like, that's just a thing that makes sense. The plan is to leave it with the bandits we're gonna kill. So when people like go investigate the camp, once we're like, hey, we dealt with those bandits, go get what they stole from you back, and all that stuff, and they'll be like, ah, shit, the bandits killed the mayor, and we're gonna do something with him. If you emblazon that with the symbol of your church, you're gonna tie it back to yourself and implicate yourself and your clergy in this matter.
Shh. Down, guys.
I think
I am. This is how this was stage whispers. Goddammit.
I hate how I keep bringing it back to horses, but I think the easiest way to get it out of town is to get a horse and a cart, put a tarp over it, and just inconspicuously leave town with a cart and a horse.
Well, you know,
I kind of
actually,
agree with it for once. It's starting to sound
Alright,
good.
you-
You keep repeating yourself.
So, you know what? I'm just gonna turn into a horse, and we're gonna get this over with.
You could do that.
Yeah, I can do that.
Oh,
Let's get a cart.
Okay. Cart prices I've been trying to find. Tom, do you have those for me?
I can start digging them up.
Yeah, please do. We'll handle the trip too. So you go into town, and there is a place that's that'll sell you a horse, and there's a place that'll sell you a cart. Where would you like to go?
They still sell me apples.
There is a place that will sell you fruit.
Let's go to the cart shop first.
Okay. You get to the cart shop, and you recognize the young boy behind the counter. I guess we'll explain the cart shop, but this is it's down in the warehouse district. It is a warehouse of its own where they are building carts out, and there's a couple stored and off to the side, pushed up against the warehouse and in the stock. And at the front there is a young boy. He's pulling wagon wheel out from the front and back into the shop, and he stops, and you recognize him as the young boy that was working the three ladies the first time you saw him. And he turns over to the group and he says, "Oh, hey fellas, how you doing? Hi. Can oh wait, I'm sorry. Let me start from the beginning. Hello, welcome to Doyle's Wagons. I am here to assist you. All your wagon needs right here at Doyle's."
Yeah, I could. Yeah, how much would a small cart be?
Like we've got a couple of models. We got some from last year. We've got the used and refurbished. What are you looking for?
Used and refurbished would be fine.
Family size? You got we have the full sedan with the hatch.
The cheapest you have,
Like a wagon.
like a wagon, yes,
Like a
like a
I mean,
like
we
a
could-
merchant cart,
a merchant cart.
like a merchant cart wagon thing.
Because we got this thing, like, you know, we get this one we got this one for the children. You just kind of pull it with one hand.
No, that's too small.
All right.
Actually,
I don't know how small is our chest. Does it fit in that?
I mean, it does. It does fit in that. So
let's
it's like
get
a little
that
red
and a
wagon.
dog. Let's get that and a dog. Who needs a horse when you get him a dog?
I mean, yeah, we could sell you this. I mean, this one here is it's a fine piece of craftsmanship. Top of the line Doyle product here. You can see the Doyle kind of written on the side there with the Doyle guarantee. It's gonna be 10 gold.
10 gold.
Joy,
What do
can you turn into a dog?
I don't know.
If you
I have
can,
never tried.
if you can't, I'm sure we can find one.
I mean,
mean-
if it's a small car, like someone could just pull it.
It's true. Someone could just pull it.
Like we don't need a dog just to
Yeah.
move our stuff.
Okay, we'll take it.
Oh, all right then. He holds his hand out.
And I'll put 10 gold.
All right. Yeah. The Doyle's right over here. It's the mini Doyle. And he points to the cart. It does look like a little Red Rider cart. Looks perfect size to pull your chest and nothing else. Your chest now has wheels.
Perfect.
Exactly what we wanted.
You know, we could just like get some rope and tie it around Jabo's waist.
I'm okay with that. Looks like it'll be easier to pull with the wheels now.
Exactly.
We're making this so complicated. Here, and I'll like I'll grab the handle for it, and I'll grab Jabo's hand, and I will miraculously hand Jabo the handle to the cart. And watch
I-
this. If he holds on, he can pull it.
Oh
I
yeah,
was-
no. Ha ha ha.
I was just
But
hoping.
what if we get in a fight? I want both
Exactly.
hands free.
That's why I was thinking the rope.
But then
Just
if
let go
but
of
then
it.
yeah. But if you're tied to the wagon, you're now gonna have your mobility like way compromised.
Just let go of the
That's
wagon.
fine. I'll let them
All
come
right,
to
guys,
me.
let's go.
And here's where we notice that the wagon's now rolling down a hill.
Don't give the DM any ideas.
All right, let's go. I grab it and I start moving sadly.
Okay.
Just
So
really
the-
want.
This is a tiny wagon on tiny sets of 4 wheels. They are solid. They aren't the spokes kind, and it pulls. And then you get to a set of stairs that lead into the upper part of town.
All right, someone watch the back of this, and I start pulling it up the stairs.
And it
I'll
just
stand by.
clank, clank, clank,
Oh,
clank,
God.
clank, clank, all the way up.
J-boat, let me just, and I'll just try to pick it up.
Yeah, it's fine. It's
Yep,
still
yep.
not heavy.
Yep.
You set it down. And this, I mean, for the most part, this works. You suspect it might be difficult on rocky terrain, and in like mud and dirt. You might end up just doing more dragging than rolling, but
Dragon's still
But it is.
easier than carrying.
okay.
I feel like I have a simpler solution to all of this. I'm just not sure what it is yet.
I mean, I guess you could have still turned into a horse and we could have put it on you.
I could have.
In hindsight.
You're so entertaining.
Question: how does the chest sit on the horse
Which,
without copious amounts of rope?
That's
Wait.
where the rope comes in, yeah.
I have copious amounts of rope.
Oh, good, so you can tie it to me in the wagon.
Exactly.
No.
You're a woodworker. Are you telling me you couldn't make a rack to sit on the back of a horse? Out of some
Do we have?
2x4s?
Do we have supplies?
We are moving
and
while we're
time?
doing this, right?
Yes.
Yes.
As you're pulling this, like I mean, it's not a large chest, and you're pulling it around in the wagon. You do see several people moving like large bundles of like wood from place to place, and they have like this backpack with a platform and a kind of a ruck frame structure. And it occurs to you that it might be perfect.
Hey, over there with the backpack. I'll trade you a wagon for the backpack.
He looks at you and goes, "Give me a persuasion check."
Oh, okay. Sweet.
Wait, he says give me a persuasion check. What?
He's meta.
He says, "Shove off! I got work to
Um,
do."
How much would you be willing to sell it for, including the wagon?
He looks back at you and says, "Name a price."
5 gold. Plus the wagon. A value of 10. 15 total.
Persuasion check. He says, "Yeah, 5 gold. I assume the chest comes with it too, right?" And he unloads his.
Yeah.
No.
No.
Well, that's a shame. I could try. And he takes off. He takes the bundle of wood off of his pack and pulls the chest off and loads the cart up and says, "Pleasure."
Yeah.
And he starts pulling it away.
Yes.
All right, now strap me up with this. Awesome.
I'll help J-Bo get strapped up.
Okay, yeah. It's relatively easy enough. Sets of 2 straps for the shoulders, one that comes across the top, and you have to cinch it down. I mean, the load would be uncomfortable if he wasn't made of wood. You are made of wood, or is it metal wood? Metal wood.
It says dark core of wood or something like that.
Yeah, like a
Dark
magical wood.
core.
Yeah, if you
Yeah.
had flesh, this might like pinch into the back after a while, but it makes your weight distribute a little differently at first, but you kind of just lean into it and it works. Okay, so now you have a rucksack with a chest on it. I mean, it literally is just this frame backpack with a flat platform.
Yeah.
Shall we continue trekking? Oh,
Yep,
this
that's,
is so much easier than that wagon.
I bet.
Anything else you'd like to do before you leave town?
Not get caught with the dead mare.
Okay.
Don't leave soon.
Todd,
Yeah.
could you imagine if we just left him with the guy and it's like he just opens it later and is like, "Well, thank God they're a bunch of incredibly easy to describe people."
Oh, that's good. That's very good. Okay, so you make your way out of town as the clouds approach, and they're coming in from the southwest, going northeast. And as they roll in, you get a little bit of light rain for the first hour of your journey, and you're following the roads to the north. It is a little bit of a trek. It's going to take you the better part of a day to get to the region that is typically understood to be the mountains, and then there'll be some decisions to make on how you scout this out. So for the first day, it's requires no navigation. It's more or less a straight shot through the fields and the farmhouses that lie to the north of Jellicoe, going through the rolling countryside. But let me get a person, whoever's in the lead, give me a perception check at advantage.
So at
Probably our
normal.
ranger.
Oh, well, okay, yep. I guess I'm the
I mean, if
actual and the leader.
if we have to possibly navigate, I would trust you more than anyone else.
Yeah. Perception at advantage, you said?
Yes. And your favorite terrain was everything's.
Desert.
1 second. I got things that are
Oh.
freaking out on me. All right, we're good. I think we're good. There was a 18. Okay, so with an 18, as you're moving through the rolling hills and the countryside, the hills roll a little more. The clouds come in a little heavier, and most of you are starting to get thoroughly soaked. Actually, that was at flat, but that's fine because it's an 18. I remembered you were all exhausted. So it starts to get late afternoon, and Jabo, as you're walking up to a Y in the path, you notice a couple of goblins just ahead of you. They seem to be prepping an ambush, but they start whispering, and they're kind of looking in the direction of your party. Now, they're still about 200 paces off, but they do seem to have noticed you coming.
Guys, we got some goblins up ahead. It looks like they might have noticed us about the same time as I noticed them. They look like they might be planning ambushes on weary travelers.
Oh, and we're weary
We are weary
travelers.
travelers, aren't we?
It'd be a shame if we killed them.
Would it
Would
though?
it
Would
be
it
a
be?
shame?
No, I was being sarcastic.
You need to work
Oh,
on that
missed
because your
that one.
sarcasm isn't very sarcastic.
Fair enough.
About how far away are they?
200 yards?
200
Was that what
paces,
you-
so we'll say, yeah, we'll just, I don't know why I chose paces at this exact moment. I've been listening to a lot of Brent Weeks. We're going to, call it 100 feet, 200 feet, 200 feet.
Okay.
It's too far away for me.
They actually, at this moment, break out and start running away.
Oh, well, I guess we scared them off.
That's.
That was to our right, or
It's ahead of you on the trail.
Can I do? Can I do a perception check?
Sure.
Yeah.
Anybody who
Yeah.
wants to give me a perception check may do so at disadvantage.
Okie doke.
That's not good.
Okey-doke.
Oh, the other one was a nat 20.
Oh.
At there's a 10. Wait, is mine not updating all of a sudden?
Hey guys, we would have won the
There it
jackpot
is.
in the casino though.
Yeah, we would have.
7. We all got 7s.
So you see about 4 goblins, exactly 4 goblins running away, and to the left of the other trail. They are glancing back over their shoulder at you as they run, but they're running away.
Guys, is there something behind us?
I'll look behind us.
There's great idea, but there's nothing behind it.
There's nothing behind us, Joy.
I
Well,
mean-
I guess we could let them go. I'm not gonna be able to kill all 4 of them with that far away.
I mean, Jabo's just like a huge dude made out of like not dude materials. So
Yep.
maybe they
Maybe
just ran
they're
away with
afraid of
all.
you.
Maybe I should go forward. I'm about their size. Maybe they'll think that I'm a better target.
All right, lead the way, Knox.
And he'll start making his way ahead.
Okay,
Is that the direction we need to go?
it is. That's the
I
direction
hope-
you're heading.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So Nox, you move forward and you start walking a little bit ahead of the group. Are you trying to make yourself look like a target?
Yeah, Nox will late.
Performance check or a deception. Give me a deception check.
We're baiting
Disadvantage.
goblins, guys.
Disadvantage 'cause it's exhaustion.
Everyone ready for bum bait?
Baiting
Yeah.
goblins while we're exhausted.
Yeah.
Did you say performance or deception?
Deception. I said
Deception.
performance. I changed it to deception.
Okay.
we're only a little exhausted.
Yeah. So as you're walking away, you're walking along the trail. You're swinging your arms and you're kind of whistling, maybe saying something like, gee, all this money I have and all this meat. I like meat. So much meat on my person. I have such a long trip ahead of me that I needed lots of meat. And as you're
Can you just type this out so I can say this in voice?
and you,
Can I
you-
just?
go ahead?
As I say, like watching Nox do this, kind of be like, oh my gosh, this is embarrassing, and I'll like take my glove off and be like, this is how you do it.
And then you want to make another deception check
Yeah,
and attempt
yeah.
to look helpless. Okay.
Yep, with my
Are the
skinny
goblins
arm.
anywhere near us anymore?
They're not in sight anymore.
We might be enticing something else. It's okay.
So with a 13 deception, you start to play into your wounded hand.
What if we attract something we don't want?
And Nox,
What don't we want?
what don't you want? Owlbears
I
are
don't
great.
want to die.
We want bandits. We want goblins.
Nox, your feet give out from under you as the ground you were walking across
I knew it. Yeah.
gives way, and you start to fall down a pit.
Okay. I thought you were
Hi,
gonna throw
Nox.
something at us, and I got a little scared.
Give me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Oh, wonderful!
As large wooden spikes start to rush towards you.
Oh.
Hooray, that one's made it normal. Still doesn't help.
Ooh.
Okay. With a 7, you will take. I don't even keep the roll 20 open enough anymore, so let me click it again. This one. With that, I'm gonna need you to take 5 points of damage, as several of these spears, 2 of them, in fact, one pierces into your arm, the other scrapes past your midsection, piercing the armor, and you find yourself wedged deep in the pit.
You lucked out on that roll, Nox.
You're not quite on the ground as you've wedged into the spikes. You're a few feet from it, and you hear a hissing sound coming from below, with several vipers moving in the pit snap at you. Not quite within reach.
I want to take the opportunity to just yell above me.
All
Watch
right.
your feet!
You
I
also
got rope.
You all saw him disappear into the ground in front of you, very quickly, right in the middle of your my hand is diseased act.
Well, I'll put my glove back on, pull out my rope, tie it around Jabo.
Well, I know where this
And-
is going.
Yep. And
I hug a tree.
I'll toss the other end down to Nox.
Okay. Yeah, that'll work. There's a tree close enough. And Nox, as you're sitting there and you're wedged in, and you're kind of belly flopped in, so you're belly to the vipers, and they are leaping up, and they are inches from connecting to flesh, and they seem very agitated. You can see with your passive perception, this is actually a nest of baby vipers and mommy viper. So you can grab this rope. It will be a athletics check at disadvantage, and if you roll too low, you will expose parts of your body to the vipers.
You don't have many options.
Your hands are still free. You still have casting.
Can I just try to keep a lookout to make sure that goblins
I
aren't
do-
coming back?
You can.
I still
Give me a
have.
perception
You,
check.
you said I still have casting.
Yes.
Can I take my shield, drop said shield
Mhm.
towards the vipers?
Were you traveling with your shields in your hand, or is it still with your equipment?
It's probably on my back with
You
my
could
equipment.
reach for it, yeah.
Okay, then I'd like to reach for it.
As you reach for it, you unwedge yourself just a little bit, and you sink down an inch. The vipers are now an inch closer.
As soon as I have it far enough out, I'm just dropping it onto the vipers.
Okay, so you're gonna drop your shield into the pit.
Yes.
Okay. What are you trying to do? What are you trying to accomplish?
I'm gonna cast heat metal on my metal shield that's sitting on top of the vipers right now.
Okay. All right. We could do that. So you drop the shield down onto the pile of snakes. It is a pile. Go ahead and cast heat and metal. They make a Constitution saving throw. Is that the
Constitution.
Constitution on a couple of
Although
snakes?
that's the Constitution is to not drop anything.
What do you mean?
However, the
Okay.
shield is now currently on top of them, so
Yep. They'll still
they
take the
can't-
damage.
yeah, they can't drop the shield.
Okay, go ahead and
That's
roll.
super.
Go ahead and roll the damage, because as you drop it, they begin to move on top of the shield and begin to cover it. You cast heat metal, reaching in and finding your holy symbol, letting the words go. As you sink a little deeper in with the movement of the spell, you wedge a little tighter into the spikes, and the shield turns red hot, and the vipers hiss and start rapidly trying to move off in several directions. DC. So if they fail the DC, they have to hold on to the metal thing they're holding.
No, if they fail the DC, then they can't be around. They have to either drop it or move.
Oh, okay, fair enough. So at 14 damage, that absolutely kills a chunk of snakes. As you hear a sizzling and a halting of movement from under the shield. The vipers, the two vipers that were on top of the shield that scurried away are alive, but seem to be avoiding you at the moment.
How many do I see that are left? Just those two?
Yep.
Okay. Free action. Drop the constitution on the. Sorry, drop the concentration on the shield.
Okay.
And I guess slide myself down to the floor.
Yeah, you could do that. Yeah, you can unwedge yourself and get you're now on the floor. Yeah, we'll say that you have about a round.
Okay. Free action. Pick my shield back up and go for that goddamn rope.
Okay, give me an athletics check, please.
There's that disadvantage.
Kyle, with your perception check, you see in the distance you're being watched.
By goblins?
There is a figure in the distance. It may be goblin. It is small in shape. It very much could be, but at this distance and with the rain coming down, it's hard to tell.
Yeah, I'll just kind of like elbow Joy and point and be like, something is watching us, but it's not moving to attack quite yet.
You make
Can
it
I
out of the hole,
see it?
Nox, no problem. Did you roll? Can you roll me a perception check?
Does she get
I'll give
it
her
to
flat.
be flat since?
All right, so at 22,
Oh, she
you
didn't
can
get
you can see there's definitely a figure in on the other side of the far side of the road, off in the distance in a bush. Definitely there.
I see it up there in the bush.
Mm-hmm.
How long's it been there? Do you know?
Jabo, give me a athletics check, please.
Oh, okay.
I just think the whole time we've been here dealing with this whole situation, just watching us.
Okay,
Is that the
you're
direction
fine.
the
You hold on to
goblins
the tree,
went?
no problem.
Oh, good.
I
That
assume
is
it's
the direction the
goblins
goblins went. Correct.
I think it might be one of the goblins, but I mean, with all the rain coming down, visibility's kind of messed up. It's hard to tell.
Is everybody out of the hole?
Everybody's out. Yeah, you look over as Nox is crawling out of the hole. Some of the dirt starts to cave in on him, but using the rope, he's able to pull himself up.
How you doing, Nox?
I almost turned into Ragnar Leatherbreeches there.
You're so funny. We got one right up ahead in that bush. You see it?
I see him.
Okay, I don't know if there's more. I can't see through the rain, but we should probably go carefully.
Yeah, just give me a quick moment, and I'll start winding up the rope.
Okay.
How far away is he in the rain? The figure?
About 200. Yeah, about 200 feet. A distance.
Guys, I if you think it's a goblin, I can try to take a shot at it.
What if it isn't?
What if it's like a lost child, and then you like shoot a child?
It was an offer. I was seeing how good of an idea it was. Obviously not. All right, fine.
We could go closer.
That's.
I mean, we have to go that way anyway.
It is a little bit. It is perpendicular to your path.
Da 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 da.
Let's just keep moving.
yeah,
If it's a
yeah.
goblin, we can deal with it. If it's a child, we can deal with it.
Exactly.
Yes. But how about we this time start checking for ambushes,
Traps.
Traps and such.
Is there like a particularly like large stick anywhere nearby?
You can find a large stick pretty easily.
Yeah, I'll hand it to whoever's in front and be like, just run this along the ground in front of you at the very least.
Nox,
Go
you
help
still
out.
leading the way?
Yes. This time it's personal, and if I get my hands on one of those little fucker.
And see, this actually
Oh,
helps
he's doing it
because of your
again.
height. Because of your height, you can hold the stick further out in front of you, so you'll get more forewarning.
Exactly. Perfect. For once, your small stature.
Don't even. You said it. You had to go and say it.
I did. It's been a
And
while.
also with how slow he is, it's
I'm gonna
more
push
forewarning
Nox
is
forward.
even more effective.
Let's go. Let's go.
And Nox will use the stick to he'll scratch the ground in front of him almost.
Okay, so we're going at a much slower pace then.
Yes.
For how long are you going to keep this up?
Well,
I think
Huh. You don't have to go a slower pace. You just do it like a blind person. You just run in front of you at your normal pace, and just use it to be like, oh, I tripped something like 3 feet ahead, so I stop walking.
Or maybe
but
until we get to the thing up in the bushes.
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah, we don't. We probably just need to do it for this copse of trees and bushes, which is only. Well, it's probably less than 200 feet because we
Right, so
definitely
are
found a
you
trap.
so you're heading towards the goblin, or are you heading down the path again?
I thought
So-
we were going down the path.
Yeah,
with
down the
Gilmore.
path.
Oh.
Okay, the
Yeah,
path
but-
the path is running perpendicular
Yeah,
to where
the possible
Okay.
goblin. Yeah, it's to the side.
you're leaving the goblin
it-
alone, and you're moving on, is what I'm hearing.
Okay.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay,
But still staying alert, just in case they want to attack us from behind.
Still
absolutely.
checking the road until the copse is out of sight.
One of you can give me a perception check at normal.
I would like to do it.
Go for it.
Okay. Yeah, so you continue on, and the goblin, as you're moving down the road, you get 200, 300 feet down. It just starts to get out of sight. Maybe a good quarter mile away as the hills drop and lower, and you see the goblins getting back in place, getting back in position.
That's weird. Behind us, they're getting back into position.
They're going back to the ambush spot that they were occupying before you got close.
Oh, they're probably going to reset. Oh wait, did everyone see it or just her? Sorry.
She's the only one paying attention. She can point it out.
Guys, they reset the trap. I think you scared them, Jabo.
Oh, good. Wait, but they're resetting the. Oh, they're probably looking for the easy kill. Nox is a little hardier than that.
I also got rid of most of the vipers in the pit, so.
Oh, maybe they're going to eat the snakes for dinner.
We probably shouldn't leave them there to hurt other people. Plus, isn't it like 3 silver apiece if we kill them?
We'll do it on the way back.
Can't do
Okay.
it, Kyle.
And we can do it now. There's no guarantee they'll be so easy to kill on the way back. We have to go
True.
find them or something. I mean, here they're right here in front of us, and just this will be a nice little warm up until we fight something actually scary.
Can I? I'm gonna pull out my crossbow.
Okay.
And how
I
close?
follow
How far
suit with
away?
my bow.
How far away are we?
You are, what's a quarter mile? Like
Ooh, that's a ways.
700?
A quarter mile's over 1,000 feet.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
far enough away. They waited till you were way down the road to set up again. And you could see that they are looking at you.
They're not gonna stick around, so I don't know. This is not my call, guys.
Look, if they know that we're going to attack them, they'll just hide again.
So my idea is either we could take a circular route and go around them and surprise them from the back, or we could always get them when we come back and do that same option, where they're going to be less likely to be paying attention to us hours down the road.
This is going to sound weird, but I'd like to bring up something that was mentioned by Kia when we were in the mansion.
Oh.
Maybe we should be team burn down the copse of wood.
No, no. You want to burn down?
The
First
one
off,
about-
Forest.
First off, It's raining right now. That's going to be a little bit of a time sink and difficult and frustrating and not very effective.
Secondly, uncontrolled fire is bad for everyone.
It's
God.
bad for everyone. But I was thinking more on the rain side of it. The rain would prevent it. It would be a controlled burn because of the high amount of moisture.
And what if the rain stops and it stops being a controlled burn in some ways?
Look, I was team burn down haunted house, not team burn down a forest.
You were team.
Yeah, I
burn,
would rather not burn down the forest. I'm kind of fond of it.
you were team
and
burn
also-
down a mansion in a crowded city.
We burned down.
Alright, if we're not killing the goblins, we need to go, guys. We're
Yeah.
losing daylight and we got a
Exactly.
lot of trash to take out.
Let's just deal with it then. If they're that far
Yeah.
away and they're still watching us, they'll just run away and hide.
Exactly.
Let's just go.
Back on the road?
Mhm.
Okay. So you begin to move down the trail again. At a relatively normal pace, using the stick to check for other pits and traps, keeping an eye out for ambushes. Let me get one person for the next couple hours who's keeping a lookout. You can roll it flat.
Oh, I could look out, or Joy, you're pretty good at looking things.
I'll do it. You want a perception check?
Please. Okay. The night does, well, hell, you've been traveling since the early morning. You get to about 8 hours of travel. A couple more hours past the ambush spot. The sun isn't low yet. It's not going to set. But anything past this becomes a forced march. It looks like you're only a couple of hours from kind of the base of the foothills and the mountains. So you can choose to continue on. You can choose to make camp here. It's your option.
I mean,
It might be nice to be well rested before we actually go into the fight itself. And
yeah.
if
I think you're right. Does anybody have tools for cooking? We could have something for dinner.
I have a mess kit.
so, you have tools for eating.
Yes. Precisely.
Or I could go try to forge something up. If you want, I can take off and try to find something to hunt.
If you hunt, I'll gather.
I'll work on making a fire.
What kind of check do you want for berries and edible things in the surrounding
So,
area?
For hunting and for foraging, they are survival checks. In this terrain with the rain, I will give the hunting check a DC 10, plus 1 for every. So at a 7, you actually don't find any game.
Yeah.
You're having a hard time doing any good tracking. The animals they seem to be onto your particular scent, and they're not leaving you any room. With a 21, you manage to find, I would say, 11 people's worth of berries. That's a really good check. That'll feed the group berries and safe mushrooms for the night. Not a very filling meal. You're kind of lacking the meat, but it'll do for a day.
Is there jerky in our rations?
You can also use a ration if everybody expends one ration. That's also enough.
I will expend one of my rations.
Okay. Well, I'll say with these berries, if you can eat these today, and you'll be fine. But if you eat berries continuously, without digging into your rations or some kind of meat source, penalties would be assessed eventually. Also, good berries are magical and feed you for a day.
This is true.
Way to beat all of my survival challenges.
There's a simple
I like to
thing
be
fix
prepared.
that.
Then I will eat and play music and take the first watch.
Okay.
I'll join everything in sentient mode.
Okay. Anybody else on the first watch? All right, so second watch. For this first watch, you spend a couple hours hunting, gathering food. Is anybody else doing anything during that time before we take it from you?
I don't think I have anything I can do.
Okay. So you find yourself bedding down to sleep off to the side of the road, rolling out your packs and setting up camp, and I assume a small fire.
Yeah, I set up a fire.
Okay. Then Joy begins to play a tune. Let me get a performance check, please.
From me,
Yes. What instrument are you using?
I am using my flute.
Are you proficient?
Yes.
Then roll me the flute check instead.
Oh, I don't know how to do that. I'm sorry.
That's fine. It'll be the same roll anyway. So at an 8, you're a little worn out from the day's travel. Your hangover, the lingering effects are still impacting you. So you're able to pull out a nice, easy melody. You stop trying to do anything complex, and it becomes a soothing tune that everybody falls asleep to. After the first shift ends, who do you wake up?
Nox.
Okay.
Wait, is it dark?
It is dark.
Okay.
Kia.
Okay.
Kia, you wake up and Joy heads to sleep. Let me have a perception check, please.
Okay. Normal.
Because you have
Okay.
what?
Or is exhaustion still there?
Yeah, no,
or-
exhaustion won't be done until the morning. So yeah,
Okay.
give me it at a disadvantage.
Okay.
Okay, everything seems perfectly fine. You keep the fire going for the night. Kind of keep your eyes out. You manage to stay awake, and who do you wake up for the third shift?
Let's go with Nox.
Okay. Nox,
It's one of-
you wake up and having slept for give or take 6 hours, I'm going to take your level of exhaustion away for this shift.
Hooray.
You can go ahead and give me a perception check at flat value, please.
I also would get my spell back, correct?
Not until the end of your long rest. Okay. With a 23 perception, as you sit there in the night, you kind of move around the camp on the edge of the fire, letting your eyes adjust away from the brightness, turning on dark vision. And you see several 100 feet out again, a slight red flicker of eyes as the campfire light flickers and illuminates the surrounding area. You see just some eyes watching you off in the distance. And then they're gone.
I have a dumb idea. No, I'm not going to do the dumb idea.
But dumb ideas is good television.
It is. What is your dumb idea?
Give me a second.
Never know.
Connor, the player, is going to roll a d20. On an odd, he's going to go with the dumb idea. On an even, no dumb idea.
Come on, odd. Oh.
I can't
Hey,
even
thank
right
you.
now.
Can't even.
No. Oh God. Yeah, no dumb idea. Nox will just reach over and grab his crossbow and hold on to that.
Okay. Did you do? You doing anything else?
No, he'll just keep an eye out.
Okay. So you find yourself occasionally looking back to that spot where you saw the set of eyes, and throughout the night, you don't see them staring back at you again. It is The sun starts to come up, and the first one to wake up is this Shelt. As everybody begins to stir one at a time, you all can take your level of exhaustion away. But everything you own is a little damp, as the rain has not let up all night.
As soon as Shelt wakes up, before everyone else, Knox will like pull him off to the side.
What?
We had some voyeurs last night.
Someone was.
I think I said that backwards. I think that was just the player being stupid.
So someone was watching us.
A set of eyes while I was on watch last night. Never saw them again after I saw them.
So what? You just saw someone watching us at one point, didn't see him again.
No,
Didn't make an approach or anything.
not that I saw on my watch.
You know, I think I would have rather found out they tried to attack us than did nothing. Doing nothing means plotting. Just check around, make sure they didn't trap our way in front of us, and I don't know, how high up was it? You think it was a goblin?
I just saw it in the bushes. Possibly, or it could have just been a human crouching.
Yeah, fair enough.
Although I suppose a human wouldn't have seen us.
Elf, dwarf, could have been those. Great. Alright. We'll keep an eye out.
Okay. So you're gonna go? Are you going to go look at that spot?
Yeah, let's go take a look.
Okay.
Carefully. Make sure there are traps laying in wait for us.
Yeah, sure. Give me a perception check.
Look.
Oh, yeah, I'm still on disadvantage. That should be the 19.
No, you're fine. You got your level of exhaustion back.
Yeah, so it should be the 19.
Okay. So you you get over there and you do see a set of footprints. One set that's deeper. And give me an investigation check, one of you. Hey, we have a caster.
Hey.
What's your investigation, Connor?
A
Knox?
grand total of 0.
Alright, I'll do it with my 3.
Okay.
Hey.
So with the 21
Hi.
investigation, hey, caster. These are the footprints of a humanoid. They look to be boots. The heel is sunken a little deeper, and they're definitely deeper because the person sat there for some time and observed. It does look like they departed, and their footprints, they hid their tracks well, or they stepped lightly because they stopped abruptly after moving a few feet away from that position.
What size of the humanoid? Did you tell me that?
Medium. They look to be average height.
Okay. You said it stopped a little ways. Oh, sorry, Connor. You have something.
No, I was going to ask. Does the trail stop at a tree?
No.
Worth a shot.
Because the trail stops, so the person hid their tracks, and I can't see where it wouldn't be on this. Casey?
Sorry, go ahead. I'll handle that. What, say again?
I said the tracks just stop at a certain point, and I
Yeah.
can't see that where they go beyond that. Okay.
Correct. With that investigation, that's what happened.
Okay, they hit the tracks really well. Shit. I'll kind of look back, and I'll go, Ranger, J-Bo, you any good at tracking people?
Yeah, particular people. I'm pretty good at tracking in general, but yeah, I got a couple.
You broke
Do
up
you
a
want me
little
to
bit.
do some?
You're breaking up.
He's breaking
Come
up a lot.
back. Did it work?
You just keep trying again. Nope.
Oh no,
I'm good. I'm alive.
Maybe.
Um,
Give it a try.
Okay. Anyways, do you remember what I said? How much of what I said did you hear?
Nothing.
No.
Not enough.
Okay. I'm pretty good at tracking people. A couple specialties.
Give me a
Do you want me to?
survival check. Yep.
This time at normal and not disadvantage.
Okay.
2 nice rolls.
With a and with a 21 because he's helping point out the tracks, and as you're looking, it's not the tracks in front of you to follow. You then look at the direction, and you follow that direction for a few feet, and you look again for signs of movement. Then you see in a small circle making a kind of going out from that area in all the possible directions. You pick up the trail, a few broken branches and another partial footprint. From there you move on and you begin to search another area, and you find another set, and it looks like after 5 partial footprints, the individual relaxed a bit and stopped moving as cautiously, and you pick up a good trail that leads deeper into the forest.
I think we're getting close to them. I
This
don't know.
could have something to do with the bandits. So I think we should all follow it. Bring our stuff. Get ready.
Yeah, it looks like it took a rest here, and then
You said rest, right?
Looks like he stopped being as cautious about his movement at a certain
Let's
point.
Yeah, I thought you.
relax, more
I thought you said he
relaxed.
took a rest too. So my bad.
Nope. He was standing in the previous spot observing you for an extended period, and his footprints were deeper. But out here, yeah, he's
Gotcha.
moving along. You pick up a trail that's heading to the north and west, deeper into the forest. As it looks thicker.
I'm gonna step to the side a little bit, just distance from you guys, and try to stay hidden, just in case we need someone to get the drop on whoever this is.
Question: does anyone
sir.
else here? No, not really for you, Schult. I think I'm the loudest person here with my armor. Should all of you just go that way?
Probably, yeah.
My specific talents generally help me if I can
Okay.
do a little bit of solo operating for this.
You go that way, they go that way. And I
can
go
try
up
to
the
pincer
middle.
maneuver in some way.
Can
I
I
mean,
go
you're
up the
gonna-
middle right behind you, Nox?
I'm just saying I'm really loud, so they'll probably hear me first.
Yeah, but I'm real squishy.
I'm not gonna comment on that.
I'll do my split off to the side, get away from the group a little bit so I can have a quieter approach. But whatever this is, we're going to.
Okay. So you're just gonna move ahead of them.
Not quite ahead because Jabo still needs to sort of, unless it's going in a straight shot, then yeah, sort of ahead.
It'll be an easy enough trail to follow. If you have some other idea on how that works.
I might sort of like to get a little off to the side, have my short bow out, and be ready to assist in some way and get the drop on whatever was going to happen as an unseen target.
Okay. All right. So
Yeah.
as you begin to move forward, and the rest of your team, so Jabo with the rest of the team off to the side, trying to trail behind you a bit. Give me a stealth check. You're kind of moving forward.
Dice
Was
don't
that-
fail me now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh,
The trail continues. It's easy enough to follow, and it continues to lead deeper and deeper into the woods. This is starting to look like it's not going to be a short journey. There's no signs of any life or trail picking up. No heavy padded down. No regularly padded down trail. Nothing that's moving goods whatever this was, it looks like a forward scout out into a far position, who is now heading back to a location.
It's the best clue we've got to where to find these bandits. So I think we all continue.
Yeah.
Okay. So travel pace becomes difficult terrain as the rain picks up, and you hear the first bit of lightning in the sky, and the woods turn thicker. They get denser as you find yourself having to really pause and move slow to keep up with the trail. Several moments you think you've lost it, and you sit at one of those particular moments now as the rain has been going heavily for a few minutes, and it's hard to see what's 10 feet in front of you, much less the trail that's starting to get washed out. What would you like to do?
We just lost the trail altogether.
This is your first sense that you every time you've lost it, you've been able to pick it up easily. And this is not one of those moments.
You might have covered his tracks.
Well, the rain did.
Days like this make me wish I was a Tempest cleric.
Can I try to quickly look around, see if I can notice where obvious signs of covering tracks might have been, or if I could re-pick up the tracks?
Give me a survival check.
Okay. Wrong window. Wrong window.
Okay. You spend the better part of an hour trying to pick up the tracks, using the last known point as a reference, circling back around to that location, going farther and farther out in a circular motion, as you have tracked trails before, but you're unable to find it. You can continue to try or go further.
I'm lost.
Yeah.
Well,
We could pick a direction and hope for the best, but that's never turned out for me.
hmm. Well, we're out here to find bandits, and I was just hoping that would guide us towards bandits. So, I'm open to any other suggestions now.
I mean, there's always the option of just camping here. Maybe they'll come to us.
You're finding
What
it harder
time
and
is
harder
it?
to have this conversation. You're having to get close and yell as the rain is causing a lot of noise as more thunder begins to strike.
Maybe we should find cover somewhere and talk about this again when we get there.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
Are we still near the mountains?
You are. You are definitely at the base of the mountains, the mountainous region that is the northern part of jail.
Kester and I know a cave nearby we need to cover. It's big enough for us.
Give me a survival check.
Kester, what's your survival look like?
It's a good question.
Can you get assistance at least, since they both know the place? So
Or
it's advantage.
They can both come together and give me one
Yeah,
with
we'll
advantage
work
or
on
two
it.
individually.
You
do?
with advantage, Trevor.
we have advantage. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How works?
You think you could find it? It would take some time. You don't know. You think it would take some time from where you're at. You've gone off the trail and into the woods deep enough that you might get there by nightfall.
That'd be good. That'd give us time to camp, wouldn't it? Right as we got there at nightfall. So I don't know. You guys want to do it?
Yeah, might as well.
Okay.
We're not
Nightfall
gonna
would
get
also
much
be more
accomplished
than
out
an
here in
8-hour
the
day of
rain.
travel.
Oh, would it? Oh. Not that I care about that.
Your
But...
your 8-hour day of travel will end you at about 4 p.m. Not that it's not practically nightfall right now.
Well, we definitely need to get out of the rain.
Yes.
It's gonna be miserable if we don't.
We could look for a closer cave, because the one we know is farther away.
What we could try to do is
Can
head your
I-
direction and see if we
Uh-huh.
find a cave on the way.
That will work.
Yeah, let's do
Can
that.
I throw in a survival check to see if I know this area of the outskirts of Jellycoy?
Sure, let's see it. Let's see what that would be. See what your roll is. So you know most of the highlights of the area. Right now, you know the region you're in. You know the woods you're in, but you don't know this area.
Are we following Kesta now?
Yep, we're following Kester.
Okay,
Yeah.
Kester.
And then I was gonna
Yes.
try to like look around while we do that for caves as we go along.
Okay, go ahead and give me a perception check, just a flat one to cover the journey. Okay, noted. Kester, you lead the way, and with your memory, your sense of direction, you got a good sense that it's to the north and the east where you need to go. The difficult part, of course, is navigating there in the woods with low light in the storm. With your 24 survival check, it is all of your effort to stay on course. You have to stop every 100 yards, realign yourself, pick a tree in the distance, and walk to that tree another 100 paces.
Okay.
While you're moving, you feel something snag at your feet. Give me a dexterity saving throw as a giant log comes flying your direction.
Noise. Ready for me to go down?
All right.
Oh yeah. It'll deal 5 damage, then you'll die.
I know. That's how that works.
Wizards.
So squishy.
As most of you are walking, the rain's beating down. You're keeping your eyes at your feet, kind of trudging through. What you see is Kester, who's walking ahead, suddenly leap backwards and then fly into the air several paces. He seems to twist and turn in midair before landing in the ground, twisting and turning.
You okay there?
Go ahead and take 8 points of damage as you
That's
feel
lovely.
ribs crack and the wind goes out of you.
There's a log. There was a log.
Cure wounds.
Oh, thank you.
You feel
And now
the
he
rib
talks normal.
uncrack.
That's much better.
That sound is just in my noise of like breaking bones, and it's like
Oh,
them forming back together.
that
Oh,
sounds
I wonder if that would be as
very
bad.
gross. We've rested since last night, the party, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Just wanted to make sure. What am I losing? Oh, cool.
And the
there's
log
one.
now swings harmlessly on the low end.
I think we're getting close to some bandits or something, guys.
Or maybe the goblins, maybe they did that, just like they did the whole.
That is a question I do have. What is this thing being held up right now? Like, what do the ropes look like? I guess is my
They
question.
are a set of braided vines wrapped around a log.
Have we
I
been
was-
running into a lot of traps?
This is the second one.
so not a
This
lot.
is- Okay.
It's more traps than we ran into in town.
There'd be a
Or-
problem if we were running into traps in the middle of town. I'd have some severe questions.
I mean, it depends on what you count, the mansion or anything Anthony does. Or...
Anthony himself is a trap.
I
mean,
agree.
Technically, the mansion was
I don't
a
know.
trap, and the
Yes.
setup with Steven was a trap, so it's just as many traps as we ran into in town.
Okay.
That's fair. Okay, cool. So that was a thing. Do you guys want to keep going?
Um,
Do you feel okay to keep going?
I mean, I'm a little better now that you did that.
I would
not
like
as
to keep
broken.
going. If you're feeling good, we should keep going.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need someone to look out for traps now. That would be nice.
Lightning strikes again in the back as the wind picks up, and the rain goes from heavy to sideways.
Yeah, let's keep going. Joy, your good eyes. You can probably look for traps, yeah?
Yeah, I can do that. Is that perception or
Yeah,
survival?
give me a perception check. We'll do it flat. We'll assume advantage and then disadvantage for the rain. Okay. So with a 13, as the rain picks up and Kester continues to move tree to tree, you're keeping a keen eye out, watching his feet, watching your feet, best you can, as the rain and the wind threatening to push each of you over at different intervals, all of you, as it pounds against your back. You get about another hour into the trek, and Joy, you see as he's watching the distance, you see another pit. This one, the ground covering, the leaves and the netting that was covering it have already blown away, and before you are several large spikes sticking out of a pit, or in the pit, in a 6-foot pit.
Guys, we got another pit right ahead of us.
Oh,
Oh, good eye.
Yeah, good eye noticing the large hole in the ground.
Eh,
Don't be sarcastic about that.
let's walk
Did you
around
see
it
it?
then.
I'm
I
not
mean,
gonna lie.
all the covering has been blown away. It's not exactly hidden anymore.
Well,
probably
this storm I ought to see.
some goblins nearby, unless they're out of the rain. But if they're out of the rain, that means there's somewhere nearby that we could get out of the rain.
I feel like they've made like a giant radius of traps, and we're just like walking around in it.
Collecting all the traps.
Don't say that. The weather's bad enough without thinking we're doing something pointless.
If all else fails, we can use the trap for cover. Just lower ourselves gently down.
Is it full of vipers still?
We can kill them before
It's
they
full of
kill
water.
us.
I thought it was full of
Oh.
spike. Yeah, because it's raining. It's gonna fill up.
Hey guys, it's like a pool. A dangerous pool.
Well, if there's any vipers, they'll drown.
No diving, and we mean it.
On the bright side, the vipers will drown, and we'd drown if we stayed in.
Are you sure they drown? Don't they swim?
Some do, some don't.
Let's keep going, cause I don't want to be out in the weather more, guys.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a little wet.
You have traveled so long, and in rough terrain that you are now at your 8 hours of travel. To continue on, it'll be a Constitution saving throw against exhaustion for every additional hour.
Well, I got another 8 hours.
Well, no, you're at 8 hours. So if you continue,
Yeah, I know, but I have another 8. Mine is 16. It's a
Mine
background
is
feature.
got it. Okay.
mine's infinite.
Wait, is yours infinite?
Robot.
Well, I know he's a robot. I'm just his specific racial traits. Am I forgetting something? Because I knew he was
Yeah.
immune to a lot of things.
He can't get exhaustion through normal means.
From
No, it's
Well,
just
from
due to lack
sleep.
of rest. It's due to
lack
lack of
of
rest.
rest.
Right. So
So,
a forced march would cause it.
Oh, okay. I didn't think 16 hours of March is that grueling, but yeah.
I'm gonna double check for you.
Ba-dum, ba-dum.
Yeah, just from sleep, but you are pushing your magical core to its limits.
Are we
Okay.
deep enough into the woods that we could leave this body safely?
With your survival check, you are another 4 hours out from the safety of the cave.
Wait, can't we just dump this body off in this pit and just say it died here?
That's not a bad idea.
Just bury it. Just in case.
I don't think
dump
we can bury it with all the wet soil.
I
Just
don't.
dump it in the.
Yeah, and we'll like.
They've got the
Just
mayor in
put a
the
rock
treasure
on it.
chest. That's the.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Char's over here
Yeah,
confused.
I was very. What do we do with the body?
Oh
What
yeah, we
body?
forgot to mention the whole mission was taking the trash out.
I thought for sure we were hunting bandits, and now we're like, yes, now we gotta put the,
doing both.
the mayor in a body. Is like, what?
Hey, let's just dump the mayor in the hole. God, 4 hours.
Yeah,
after the
I'm kind of getting tired of carrying him.
Yep. Let's like dump him in the hole and put the chest somewhere else.
Okay.
You know. Yeah.
So you take the mayor's body. You take the treasure chest and you just dump it out.
Yep.
2 parts of the body fall into the hole, make a bit of a splash. One hits the
God,
spike.
Terrible
Perfect.
people.
Oh
You-
no,
you-
you're my kind of people.
You see, as you dump them, you see like the bottom half, a pouch falls out and goes into the pit.
He had coin.
You didn't check him for coin?
Well, here's the thing.
Didn't we?
We could. If
I'm
there's no
pretty-
snakes in this one, we could probably just go down there and get it.
J-Bo,
Nobody
you
touched
don't
the
have to
body
breathe.
except for Anthony.
J-Bo, you don't have to breathe, right? Can you go get that?
Anthony didn't check him
Yeah,
for
that's what I'm
coin.
thinking. But guys, do we?
You're breaking up again. Try now.
Am I back?
Our
back.
internet is having issues. You're not still downloading stuff on your computer, right?
No, but I'll double check. Maybe I am. Maybe I'm not. Maybe I am.
No, the entire Halloween collection of horror movies.
Oh, jeez.
So, what was I saying? Oh yeah, guys, yeah, I don't need to breathe. I could go down there and get it. But you think those snakes are down there?
If they are, we'll back you up.
Are you afraid of snakes?
No, repeated snake bites might not be good for my health.
And they bite through this army that you wear all the time?
I'd rather not test it.
You know, we don't.
Either
even have
way, all right.
information here.
Tie a rope to me, and I'll tug it 3 times if I need help.
Yep, I'll pull
Yep.
the rope out and tie it around J-Bo.
Yeah, and I'll try to go down well enough not to get stabbed by wooden stakes.
Sure.
and
Yeah,
such.
it's a easy enough athletics check, please. All right. So as you begin to go down, you have a good enough grip on the rope, and you expect it's gonna be an easy climb, but the dirt is loose and it's moist, and that's what gives out. As you manage to hold onto the rope, but you slide into the pit butt first, hitting a spike.
Oh.
Let me get my dice rolling action out here. Ooh, that was much harder to you. 9 points of damage as your leg is pierced first by a wooden spike.
Oh,
Are you okay, J-Bo?
define okay.
It's times like this where a smaller body would make it easier to avoid the spikes.
Well, too late now. Wasn't thinking about it. Anyways,
I try to unpale my leg and search for the pouch.
Yeah, it's easy enough. Go ahead and give me a. We'll make it an investigation check. Normal. Well, at disadvantage is unless you can see through murky water.
I don't think so.
Okay. All right. You spend some time down there. You don't have to breathe. First few moments you don't find it. I assume you continue to search.
Mhm.
You can give me one more investigation check.
Okay.
You think you've covered the entirety of the bottom as you run your hands along the crevices, the corners, around the spikes, and you're just about to give up when you feel something slither or caress your leg and then disappear.
Oh, guys, it might be time to get out of here. I'm not seeing it, but I felt something that's not it.
And I yank on it 3 times.
I will start pulling him up.
Okay.
And I'll try to assist from my side.
That's easy enough. Punish you at every maneuver here. As you pull yourself out of the spike pit. And you're still faced with a dilemma. What do you do?
Oh.
Nox, are you going down in there now?
No!
I think we abandon it.
Oh, I mean, I could go down.
I mean,
Guys, we're gonna die by the weather.
Are we?
I mean,
I'll do a medicine check
this
on
would
that.
pay me back for,
You
you
gonna do a
know.
medicine check on the weather?
No, on everybody.
Weather, are you sick?
Wait,
Are you sick, Weather?
no, that's the key, guys. We need a medicine man to deal with the weather for us.
Look, if
hey
he, has,
ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya.
Now, doing it to that level is just bad.
if he has 15 gold on him, that'll pay me back for the wagon and the thing to carry him. I'm going down to check.
Okay.
How about we come back for it in the morning when it's not storming?
Because we don't want to be here near this dead body when it's not storming.
Exactly. And I'll tie the rope around my and hand the other end to Jabo.
Yep, got it.
Hey, give me a
Alright.
flat athletics check, please.
Flat athletics, excellent.
You position yourself at the edge, you begin to lower yourself down, and instead of doing this like feet first rappelling maneuver, you just kind of get onto the ground and you use the rope and the earth to lower yourself down gently.
Alley-oop.
Now give me just go ahead and give me 2 investigation checks at disadvantage, please.
Okay.
She's really good at that kind of thing.
I guess this is like a double disadvantage. Okay.
Really?
Nice.
Kia wants the gold.
You get down there and you begin to look around, and you start again with the corners, but you raise your hand up to the middle section of the spikes, kind of closer to the surface, and it looks like the pouch fell, sank, and then floated a bit, and it was wedged between the mayor and the one of the spikes, and you're able to grab it, and you now have the mayor's pouch.
Excellent. I'll tug the rope.
Jabo. Jabo. Help
Jabo.
Kia out of the water
Jabo.
pit.
What do you-
She's tugging on the rope. Pull on it.
yeah, I'm pulling on it.
What the hell?
I thought he was doing that on purpose for a second. He's like, no.
Athletics.
She didn't tell me to do it.
Yeah, give me that athletics check. Get out of here.
And with
Too
this,
easy.
guys, we finally have it. 10 copper.
Uh,
That's what I'm waiting for.
you pull him out. You pull her out really easily. A couple yanks, and Kia's free. Then you have the mayor's pouch.
I'll open it up. See what's inside.
It seems to be a couple of coins and a key.
Okay, I'll take the coins.
I'll
Okay.
take the key.
There is 5 gold, 10 silver,
Okay.
and mayor's mystery key.
Oh.
Mr. Key of Wonder.
And I'll throw the pouch back in.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
As the pouch lands in the water, a hand reaches up, grabs the pouch, and pulls it under.
A hand?
A hand.
You're creepy.
Are we back to this again?
Let's keep going then. Yep, that.
No. Time out. What?
Do you want to go check, Knox? I'll untie the rope and start winding it
Is
up.
he still alive?
Wasn't he cut in half?
He was cut in half.
Was it his hand? Did it look like a goblin hand? Did it look like...
It's hard to
I
tell
don't
without the light and the rain.
Without
Can
the
I
light,
light
what
my-
time is it?
Would my dark vision have been able to say anything about it?
No, dark vision will help you see the hand, but not through the
Okay.
water.
Wait, what time is it right now?
4 o'clock.
Okay, so it's
the
dark
storm.
at 4.
But it's storming.
Okay.
Can I light my hooded lantern? 'Cause that should-
Yeah, that should provide you some light, and that'll be good.
And it'll be protected from the rain because it's hooded.
Give me
Like-
give me a D100 to see if you manage to keep the important parts of this lantern dry. High is better.
Nope.
Okay. As you pull it out, it looks like it wasn't tightly sealed, and the inside that would light is wet, along with most of your pack, your rations and your bedroll and
Soggy rations.
Oh, we could do that.
shit.
No, he can't breathe underwater.
Kia, give me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh.
Mm.
Normal.
Normal. Yeah, normal. Okay. Was that a one?
Alright.
A one? I can't even see that from where I'm at.
I misclicked something. I'm
1DF.
sorry. Yeah, it somehow rolled a DF, which resulted in a -1.
I think that's
Are you
something
paying
they
respects?
programmed.
I misclicked something. I'm sorry.
All right. What would you like to do?
Let's continue onward.
We're gonna ignore the hand.
I mean,
Oh, well, hey,
I'm
Kester, do you have any
Yeah.
like electrical magic stuff you could just fry the place down there and hope for the best?
oh my gosh.
That would be really cool, but I don't.
Oh.
I could light the pool up.
Do we have any
Light it up
oil?
with light?
I just grab a leaf over there and throw that in the pool.
Oh, dancing lights. It's not
that
attractive.
too,
It'd be safer.
I guess.
Might get a hand to grab the leaf and we'll see the hand too.
True.
Or the hand
Alright.
might try to grab the dancing lights. I mean, that still works.
Yeah.
Can't you combine the dancing lights to look like a dude?
I can.
Probably not. No. We'll go with
No.
no on 5. 5 glowing orbs does not look like a person.
I mean,
Well,
if
I mean,
you
I was
stack
thinking that
them-
was a feature. I was thinking that was a feature of dancing lights.
Is there an illusion
Dan-
property I'm missing?
There might
No.
be.
Dancing lights says it can either be 5 orbs or 1 medium-sized light. However, I don't know if it says humanoid shape.
No, medium-sized light would just be a light of medium size. An orb.
No. I can combine the 4 lights into one glowing, vaguely humanoid form of medium size.
Oh, okay. Guess we're just looking at different sources. All right, you're good.
That was from Roll20.
Wait, humanoid size or humanoid shape?
A humanoid form of medium size.
Hang on,
humanoid
let me just read the D&D Beyond.
Let's- Soggy.
Dancing lights, OP.
Let me just look at the words myself. Making the torches, lanterns, hover air. You
probably
can combine the 4
better.
lights into one glowing, vaguely humanoid form of medium size. Okay.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. So you turn it into a bipedal set of lights. A glowing humanoid form stands next to you. What do you do with it?
I send it into the water.
As it descends into the water, flying, it illuminates the murky water, which, while still really hard to see through, is illuminated. Nothing happens. You see the punctured body of the bottom half of the mare and the top half resting at the bottom. A Patronus is a good way to put that. Yeah.
I'll
Time out.
throw a rock and make like a little splash.
Okay.
Kia, check the walls.
Do you see the pouch?
You're forgetting a detail. You're forgetting a detail.
What's the detail I'm forgetting?
The detail was that part of the mare's body was impaled on a stick.
You throw a rock in and it ripples, sinks to the bottom.
This has been fun. We should probably get going.
Yeah,
Wasting some time.
yeah, yeah. I mean, it's not gonna go after us, I don't think.
Okay. So you're gonna move on?
Yep.
I need everyone to roll me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Scary. Oh, God damn it! I know what this is.
A 12, a 19, a 14, a 14. I'm missing 2.
Sorry. Was running around.
All right. You all travel for 1 more hour. The rain continues at its pace, soaking you to the core, soaking your clothing to the core. The forest giving way as you make yourself back out to a clearing. Kester, you're pretty sure you know where the cave is from this location. It's only another 3 hours.
So nice. It's only another 3 hours, guys.
We've already gone
Let's-
past fatigue. Might as well, right?
Yep,
I,
let's
I,
keep
I
going.
guess if you want to, because
do
isn't it?
Every
I mean,
hour
I'll-
that you travel, you'll re-roll, and it increases the difficulty.
Yeah. So like, I'll be fine. As a Marine, I could go 16 hours. But are you guys gonna be okay?
I'll be fine.
Okay.
That or
Okay.
make these saves out in the rain with no chance of cover.
I guess.
Yeah.
Give me another Constitution saving throw, everyone.
I am not fine. I am not okay.
I'm
Alright.
doing great.
Nox, Kia, Larry, take a level of exhaustion as you begin to trudge through the rain. You feel your body ache, your feet. For those who have the capacity to make blisters, are blistering. Or the blisters are already there; they're cracking. But you are standing now at the base of the mountains. The path now would lead you straight north along the roads as it hugs the mountainside. The mountains side, the range, if you will, is a steep incline to your east. Do you continue another hour?
What do you think, guys? Should we keep going?
What else are we gonna do?
It's true. We're kind of exposed here.
Do we have tents?
No.
We don't have tents. Okay, just checking.
I have
Unless
a
one of
wet...
you's an archaeologist.
I have a soggy bedroll.
That's nice.
Let's press onward.
Okay.
You press onward.
want.
Let me get another Constitution saving throw from the 5 of you.
Oh,
Oh
Alright.
no.
Kia suffers a level of exhaustion. Kyle suffers a level of exhaustion.
I don't know. Kyle's in the game.
You're right. He should really select his character.
man.
You know, that's a
Yeah,
really
so-
good
I'm so-
number. I think I should recover one.
Yeah, I'm so glad that I get called out for this and not Larry, who I also got referred to as Larry this whole time.
I read names. I say names. I'm a simple man. You get to the rain is coming down hard. It's pushing you sideways. Every step is difficult. You don't think you covered as much terrain as you were meant to. The area you're familiar with, the cave, is an hour, if not probably more, due to your loss of time and your current pace.
Oof.
So we're at the base of the mountain. So we're going along that area where we saw several caves, right?
You're not to that part yet.
We're not to that part yet. Okay. Because at this point, we're probably willing to settle for any cave.
Yeah.
You're hoping to get to cliff sides or deeper, steeper mountains. You think you'll start seeing those with your. I mean, that survival check. You're pretty familiar with the area. After another hour, you hope.
Damn.
I sure wish we had a bod.
Well, we left him back with the ship.
He's not really a bod.
I really wish I could take the camera and just pan over to Anthony and what's happening right now.
Right.
Because
He's
as you
probably
travel,
at
I'm doing
Slippy's
this in my
laying
head.
sick beats.
Spoopy, get on it.
Um,
I'm joking.
20.
I mean, what's another hour?
I mean,
I feel fine.
we have to.
We have
It's
to.
what we do.
Question.
yes.
Yes.
The second level of exhaustion slows us down. Is that going to affect us in any way?
Oh, absolutely.
Who's got a level of exhaustion?
I
Kia's
have
got,
two.
Kia's got 2.
So
Does Shelt
Oh,
have
we're
two?
Shelt has 1.
Okay.
we're
Everyone
on we're on
Kia's the one who's
level,
going to slow us down right now.
level ground now.
you're on level ground.
I will I have not taken a level exhaustion. If I turn into a draft horse, can I take the 2 that
I
are
like it.
exhausted? Keep our pace fast.
It's only, you'd only have to carry Kia, but yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Well done.
All right, so as you continue to travel at this pace, and this lasts for what, 2 hours, 3 hours?
2 hours.
2 hours. Okay. Go ahead and everybody give me another Constitution saving throw, and then one person can give me a perception check at flat.
Does the draft horse get like a better con than she uses, or does she use her own?
She'd use the draft horse, so we'd have to check the draft horse, and I'll do that real quick. Starting with everybody's favorite character, Kyle. So Shelt suffers a level of exhaustion.
Wait,
Larry rolled
12
twice.
12 still suffers me.
Wait. Yes, 12.
Wait,
does.
I did? Oh,
Yeah.
whoops.
So wait,
No, because I was the last and then I was the first. So
okay,
I'm
I see.
11.
Okay, so starting from the top, Jabo suffers a level of exhaustion. Kia suffers a level of exhaustion.
Dang it.
Everybody suffers a level of exhaustion. Actually,
Oh,
the DC is now 14. So it continues to go up by 1 every additional hour. Give me that perception check, please.
Shit.
You don't want me to do it anymore.
I guess I'll take it.
No, we do want you to do it. In wild shape, you keep your statistics for mental.
to the horse.
Say I was at
she's-
normal.
Yeah, somebody at normal would still roll without disadvantage. She would roll with disadvantage.
I mean, my perception's not better than hers, but
So we have
I'm at least not exhausted.
But is it better than my disadvantaged 7?
You know what, that's fair.
You roll
That's
a
fair.
7.
We'll go with that.
And
Plus,
You
how would I
have-
tell you what was going on?
Yeah, that's fair.
you look around, Joy, and you don't see anything that sticks out to you. There's a mountain to your right. You are doing everything you can to keep yourself from being blown into it, as the ground is now starting to leave deep puddles. No sight of the cave. Kester, you think it's just around the corner, but
How much
even
farther,
you are
Kester?
losing track.
Kester, how much farther?
I think it's around the bend. We should be running into mountains.
I
any
hope
second now.
so.
Yeah,
Getting real tired.
this might have been a very bad idea.
We trusted you, Kester.
Okay. Let's keep going.
Everybody, give me another Constitution saving throw, DC 15.
Kia's is at
5.
disadvantage.
Oh yeah.
I almost have to start
Can I-
saving.
I guess I can roll lower than a 7.
Wait, Kia, did you have? Are you at 3 now?
She's
I-
at 3.
Yeah.
But why'd she roll if she was riding? She shouldn't have had to roll if she was riding on Joy.
Yeah, she's not marching.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, I could be wrong. Am I wrong on that, DM?
I'm thinking
You're thinking he's wrong or right?
about the problem.
Considering.
I know.
If this was not an intelligent animal, she would roll. In these conditions, if this was not an intelligent animal, I'd have her roll. But this is a shape-shifted person. So,
Conscientious empath.
And I
Right.
get you.
So everybody is. I'm leaving you at 3.
Okay.
You won't get a 4th.
Okay. That is fair.
So as you move through, Kester, it is hard to see, but you are looking and you know what you're looking for. So give me a perception check at advantage.
Here we go. That's not what I wanted. There it is.
Okay.
21.
You find a familiar pathway into the mountains. This one's level, and you're pretty sure the series of caves is right around that bend. And as you maneuver the group there, the first thing you notice is a deep set of footprints, bear-like footprints. So heavy that they made footprints into the pebble and dirt surface. leading into the cave. It seems like while you found your caves, they are occupied.
Occupied by what? A bear?
Bears.
There.
You can give me
We hope a bear.
you can give me an investigation check to find out. One person can
Uh,
assist another.
I will assist you on that because
I'm
you're the
still
animal
a
expert.
I'm still a horse.
Fair.
I can do it if you want.
Who
You
would
Investigate.
like
still
my
have your mental
assistance?
stats. Your physical
yeah.
stats are the only thing that are
Yeah.
changed by wild shape. Well, that and your shape and stuff, but
I think she means she can't communicate even if she did find the answer.
that's fair.
Okay, so somebody give me a survival check at advantage, unless you are exhausted and then at normal.
Anyone complaining about me?
Go for it. Show you.
All right, are you exhausted?
Yeah. I think we're all exhausted.
Everyone but Kester is exhausted.
Yeah. I mean,
My random background.
all you know is it's large, and bear-like.
Yeah, I think we probably deal with a bear. It's big. It's a big bear.
It's a big bear.
Are we even in condition to fight a big bear?
I just want to.
Sure, why
sleep.
not? Another exhaust couldn't kill me, right?
That's fair. I mean, because we're at the point where we're either gonna have to fight this bear for a place to stay. Maybe the bear's not in the cave.
Just give the bear a fish.
Just give the bear.
Who has fish?
We got rations. I mean, this should be some sort of meat.
Never mind. All right, who wants to throw food at the bear and hope the bear doesn't eat us?
And leaves. And leaves, mind you.
Oh no, it won't leave.
Or
I
just
know.
goes back to
We
sleep.
need its spot.
Maybe if we befriend it, it'll just let us sleep.
All right. Let's just try to sneak on in there and get a surprise on it.
Are we attacking the bear?
Are you asking from my back?
I mean, here's the benefit. If it's just a bear and we kill it, we also have some meat.
How about I go at the front? Cause
So we're not
I'm-
sneaking.
I'm not good at hitting anyways. I'm just good at taking the hits. And even though that hurts a little bit, whatever. But if you go in the front and it notices us,
I could take a hit.
okay.
Good luck,
Up-
Jada.
Up to you,
Oh.
bud.
I'll be cheering you on from Joy's back.
Yeah,
I'll be
I'll go.
behind
I'll try
J-Lo.
to sneak. Go ahead.
Okay.
This is at disadvantage, isn't it?
If you're exhausted, yes.
Oh yeah.
Nox will be a little bit behind him trying to.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Okay. How far behind, Nox? Give me your stealth check.
I was gonna say 50 feet.
Yeah, that's fine.
Or
I'll
so.
take into account. I just want to know how quietly you're moving.
All right, disadvantage because chainmail, disadvantage because exhausted. Can't get much worse. I still rolled better than you.
Oh shit.
Oh God.
So,
Especially
Here's
because I have
what
a
we're gonna
+6.
Jabo, as you move up, and you feel like you're being quiet. You get to the edge of the cave. It's several feet above. You stub your toe on a small rock. And it goes rolling into the cave. As you peek your head around to take a look, you see a pair of eyes open. And another pair of eyes open. You have dark vision or not?
No.
Two pairs of large circular eyes. Not pebbled,
Wow.
not tiny bear eyes, but large beady eyes. As you hear a hoot.
Yeah.
And with that,
All right, guys, you
we're
ready
going
to die?
We're going to take a break and be right back because we went like 30 minutes past our break time. We'll see you all
Oh.
in about 10 minutes.
We're screwed.
Jesus Christ.
Why,
gonna
Casey?
die.
Why?
All right. Okay. Let me tell y'all. Let me tell you. I took an actual
Tango?
break. I took nearly the full 10 minutes, handled some work business, finally put on my headphones, and all 6 of these knuckleheads, sexy D&D players, are just giggling their butt off at something, and I didn't get a chance to ask them what was going on until right this moment. What was that about?
Cuddling
No.
owlbears.
You, God dang it, Amanda!
Was that your story to tell?
I think
No,
it was Larry.
It
in
was
all honesty.
it was
Hilarious.
no one's story to tell. You were gonna find out in gameplay.
Let's find out in gameplay. Let's find out. So,
Well, no, it's ruined now.
it's not, how's it ruined?
We don't know how it'll work out.
It's ruined. We definitely can't do it now. It's definitely not a good idea we can ever do now, so we won't.
I mean,
Yeah,
we're not talking about whether it's a good idea. That
Oh yeah, now I remember what we
Yeah.
were talking about.
Am
All
I
part of the
super
plan.
quiet? Who I am? All right, let me
It
fix
can't out cuddle all of us.
that. I should be super loud now. Oh man. So, you, Jabo, peek around and you see the nocturnal owl-like eyes of the owlbears as they open up and stare at the darkness, eyes zeroing in on first the stone and then you.
I'm still the whole time just to see if they don't do anything. Like if they had realized this stone statue thing's just standing here.
Okay, go ahead and give me a deception check.
Deception.
Yeah, let's see this.
How's that look?
I was going to give you advantage, but that's not any better.
All right.
You are a stone
Right.
statue with like mystical energy glowing eyes, and they're just not having it as they stand up. Friday. One second. Not tomorrow. Essentially, we discovered that there's not enough people to cover. Anyway, work stuff. So, all right. So at this time, the bear stands up, and you see the owlbear stands up. One of them feathers ruffle and arch deeply in its back as its claws extend out into the stone, and makes itself really big.
Looks like it's doing an intimidation. I think it's time to fight, guys. Let's go.
Is there 2 of them or 1 of them?
Oh, there's
Two.
2.
I guess I don't know. Okay.
I'm 50 feet away. I have 60 feet of dark vision. I see what he's seeing.
So now that you're closer, you see 2 owlbears, and one is standing up and making itself really big. His feathers are ruffling. The other is moving to the side, protectively in front of a nest of baby owlbears.
Jabo, back up.
Yeah,
Don't
yeah.
turn around, but
Mhm.
back up slowly.
Yeah, but we need this spot.
We do
We
need
have
this
to do it.
spot. We do need this spot, but back
Yep.
up slowly.
All right, doing it, but we need this spot. So
Okay, we can.
I'm
fight
gonna pull
them.
my bow now.
Yeah, do it a little farther away.
I pull out my bow.
Don't shoot them right in front of their face.
Do the bearers react to me pulling out the bow?
The rest of the party is about 100 feet back,
Except for me and Jabo.
except for you two. You pull out your bow. It is making itself big, and it's crouching down a bit now. It looks like it's shifting the weight to its back legs, but it's not moving forward.
Well, I'm gonna slowly notch an arrow, and as soon as it doesn't, I'm gonna try to shoot it, and if you let me have a free attack, awesome.
Okay.
Please don't tell me you're trying to shoot it right in front of it.
Oh yeah, right in its face.
All right. You can make your attack, and I need everybody to roll initiative.
Oh.
This is gonna go great,
Make it
guys.
count. Make it count.
Let me go and pull this up.
Action.
Oh, that's not what I wanted.
Oh.
Just to remind everyone,
Everything's a disadvantage.
an initiative check is an ability check, technically.
Oh, that's a disadvantage too.
Technically.
Technically,
you
that's
roll?
kind of correct.
I hit
There's so many
disadvantage, but it doesn't
rules.
want to do that.
Yeah.
Alright.
Do you?
Wait, you need me to roll another one?
No,
Yeah.
you're. I need you to roll one. You're fine. I'm doing things in the background to try to give us a battle grid.
All right, so I got a
Sorry.
17.
All of my combats at disadvantage, guys.
J-Bo.
Larry, that shot's
Are
gonna
you
be
at,
at
is 3 when
disadvantage.
that happens?
I know,
Yes.
I realize that. So
Oh,
let me
God.
do the longbow again.
Can you even sneak attack?
I can sneak attack.
Okay.
All right.
That's
I'm gonna
good.
let Casey
No,
figure out
no,
what the hell
no,
I
you
I will.
can't.
No,
I will
I
figure it
can't?
out. Give me a second.
Disadvantage auto disables sneak attack.
Does
Because
it?
my first one
Yes.
was a
Is that a
27,
thing?
and then
That's
the
a
other
real
one rolled both.
Yeah. Having
Um,
disadvantage disables.
Okay.
Wait, that's a short sword.
We're gonna
Why
do
is that
some
short
other
sword?
things because none of that popped up in the initiative roller, and I don't want to sit here forever adding in things. So you're
We
all
have to
gonna
click
get.
on tokens in order to add
Yeah,
it to
and I'm
turn
going to
order.
give you tokens in just a moment because we need a battle map because not every fight is pre-planned on a battle map.
Here, Amanda, I'm sending
I'm
this to
gonna
your
go ahead and
DMs
move
real
you
quick so you
to
can see
the
the
battle
exact
map.
verbiage.
I'm going to position people. Who am I missing? Oh, I'm missing. You weren't there, so I have to go find Nox's token wherever I last put it. Pull them back to the battle map.
Okay.
That, but smaller. This, but smaller.
There, added to the battle map. And I rolled at disadvantage now.
Yeah, go ahead and re-roll, guys, for me, please.
Okay, so new number.
Please.
Oh,
Yes, I know. I do apologize. It'll just be quicker than sitting through it.
but I had a nat 20.
I'll let you keep your nat 20, but that's the only one.
Thank you, because it's better than that 4.
All right, so if this is the cave, we can do
Cave of Wonders.
do this,
Aladdin.
which means Jabo is here, Nox is here. Let's see, Jabo's here, Nox is here.
I'm 50 feet back.
Oh, were you shouting at him through the rain and the torrent?
Well, we're inside the cave, aren't we?
No,
Or
you're
is
in
this the edge?
the
this
edge
the
of the
edge of the
cave?
cave?
Yeah, the edge of the cave.
Okay, then yeah, I would have had to run up and tell him, hey, back up.
Hey, you let me know. All right, so I need let's see. Go ahead and roll for me so I can add it. I need Joy's, I need Kyle, I need Shelt's, and I need Kia's. And I'll give you your
Initiative?
20.
I
Yeah,
did
click,
not.
click,
Yeah.
click
That's
on
the
your token
exact
roll.
same thing I rolled before. Is the
I've
nice
rolled
thing.
it twice. You're not getting it either way.
you have to have your token clicked when you do it.
There we go.
Don't you guys have to do it twice for disadvantage, though?
We're on number 4 at this point.
I'm really gonna have to sort through these, but I will roll for you, Joy, if you can't figure it out.
I got it.
All right, so you were 23. That's fine. Let's move you up. Let's go ahead and add the owlbears. And then I'll sort out what everybody at home is seeing because I don't know what they're seeing.
Wait,
And that
Casey-
20,
Casey,
that
I need to be
initiative
clear.
rolled twice.
Yeah, wait, Casey, was
Nice.
that you rolling for joy there?
No.
No, Casey,
Yes, but also
Casey,
no.
was that you trying to roll for joy there? Because
It
if
was.
so, then that's 3 nat 20s for
For her
joy's.
initiative. That was
Yeah.
pretty nuts.
And a lot of.
She
Right.
wants
No
to go
matter
first.
what, I'm going first, bitches.
She really absolutely is. After we sort out the rest of the crazy. And what does this look like on stream? Perfect. That's not a problem at all. That doesn't look... All right, there we go. That'll have to do as the rest of the crew is off the map. So, that's a lot of nat 20s. Okay, Jabo, you made an attack to start off, right? You are muted. What was, where was that?
Where was the attack?
What was the hit to hit?
So the first one I rolled was a 27,
To
and
hit?
then yeah, but then I accidentally rolled short sword because it's disadvantaged, so I had to roll again.
Okay.
So if you want, I could roll again with longbow.
Just what's the disadvantage? What's the numbers? Probably.
That's what I'm saying. I only rolled 1 for the bow. I accidentally rolled short sword the second time, and it did both of them.
Okay, that's fine. What were the numbers? They're
Okay, so you want 3 numbers?
sure. I mean, it's got
You
armor
see
class
what
of
I'm
13.
saying?
Do we even have to worry about it?
Yes, on the third one.
Oh, actually, you can't see in the dark, so all these are disadvantage.
Oh, it was going to be disadvantage anyways. That's what I was saying. I rolled 3.
Just re-roll.
Okay.
Re-roll. All right. Need another one.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Perfect.
Those +8s really come in handy.
You have 3 proc disadvantages. Jesus Christ.
You pull back the bow and it stares at you, makes itself big. As you release the arrow, as it sinks right into the shoulder and sinks in deep of the creature, dealing 10 points of damage. As it lets out a howl, a roar, a hooting roar. Everybody check your HP on your tokens because I'm tracking Jabo at 25 hit points, and I think that's right.
That's right, because I took 9 to the leg and butt.
Oh, yeah. Oh, look at that. With that, you all see in the back, just barely, you see Jabo pull out his bow and fire it into the cave. The first one to react is going to be Joy. What do you do?
I'm going to use my 40 feet of movement to take Kia and I closer to the fight.
Yes, I don't have to use my movement.
Oh, jeez.
All right. So go ahead and move your token 40 feet
I'm working on
straight
it.
up.
This is ridiculous.
I need to practice with this because my screen is a disaster. Thank you.
Yep, right there. You can also.
I can't grab
I
it.
don't know if they're even going to be on stream, and that is the worst color for the stream. So I'm going to change the background color of this to a darker something.
I mean, I guess I could put my token like right on top of yours.
Don't do that. That makes it
Yeah.
harder to grab them.
True.
Is that easier for the stream to see?
It's easier for me to see.
Perfect.
Mhm.
We'll go with a gray map instead of a bright yellow one.
Yeah. All right. Also, is the initiative tracker missing for anybody else? Because I don't see
Yeah,
it.
it just
Yeah.
disappeared for me.
Yeah.
Same.
There
There
you
you
go.
There it is.
Probably because I closed it. Probably a me
Yeah.
thing.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Now everybody can see it. All right, so you move up 40 feet. Kia on your back. What do you do then?
I will. Nothing. I'm gonna stay as a horse because the horse can run faster than me on my next turn.
You can use your action to dash and just move
Yeah.
40 again.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a good idea. I will do that.
Oh, you know what? Does my book, The Monsters Know What They're Doing, contain a section on owlbears?
Oh,
It does.
Oh, of course it does.
Hey,
This is
yay!
payment for me
40.
telling you to bring it on. I'm gonna die.
I'm excited. This is exactly what I signed up for.
Let me have
I got
a-
first hit. We're good.
Let me
They're
have
not so
First
prepared.
blood.
Joy,
Yes.
give me a knowledge history check.
No. Knowledge or history or
No, just a history check.
Yeah, you read that almost like we're playing 3.5.
I did, yeah. Or sorry, knowledge nature. Wrong roll. I'm asking you because you're a druid.
it's not any better.
Okay. I'm using your bonus for the old one, so it was a 13. Yeah. What you're gonna know about the owlbears?
Is that they're scary.
Is that they are going to claw you to death, and then once there's no threat, you're food. All right. It is a good
Guys,
book.
they're
It
gonna
is really good
gonna
book.
eat us.
Um,
Oh, but you can't hear me because I'm still a horse.
Jabo.
Distressed Winnie.
All right, with my actual turn, bonus action will be to do Hunter's Mark on it,
Okay.
then Longbow.
Okay. Make an attack.
Obviously disadvantage, so
So if you don't have dark vision for this fight and you don't already have disadvantage on your attacks, you will. Dan, you are rolling something fantastic. 6 points of damage plus.
but plus d6, yeah. It's boards. Nah, I can just cheat.
Hit the dice roller. There you go. So 11 points of damage total. As you keen in and hone in on this particular creature's weaknesses, you pull the longbow back and release an arrow. This one hits square in the other side, sinking deep into its flesh. As it is baby owlbear's turn, and they're gonna do nothing.
Oh, okay.
And it is
They're not gonna cuddle.
it is Mama Owlbear's turn, and Mama Owlbear comes to cuddle. Mama
Oh.
Owlbear has multi-attack, and will make one attack with its beak and one with its claws. As it comes right at you. Claw and beak. What's your armor class?
17.
17. Are you blind? You're not blind. But
No.
with the 17, this large claw comes down and you deflect it, just barely getting out of the way as the beak latches on and takes a 15-point damage chunk
Ooh.
out of your neck.
Oh.
Does wood taste good?
This bear does
feel
not
like-
seem to be tasting as it rips out and throws the piece to the other side.
I feel like it's less chunk and more splinters out of them.
Daddy Owlbear moves up and does the same.
I'm
His-
going down, guys.
Claw and beak. The claws will hit, coming up 18 points of damage.
And I'm unconscious.
As the beak misses, as you go flying back, landing on the ground, twisting into a crumpled piece of wood.
Joy, be ready to run.
Shelt, from your distance, you watch as Jabo pulls out a bow and shoots it. Your friends start to charge up as Jabo's body falls and goes limp.
All right. My speed is halved because I'm exhausted, so that is a bonus action to dash takes me to like there. And I guess I'm shooting at this thing even though it's got cover.
Sorry, go ahead. Let me see the line. There, no cover there. You can straight shoot 75 feet that one. But without dark vision, it will be at disadvantage.
All right.
So, Albino Squirrel, to answer your question, I hide my DM rolls now. I don't fudge rolls, but I don't like not giving myself the option not to, if that makes sense. So I have a second camera out. That's what you're seeing is what the players see the rolls on. Tom sees them.
Yeah, I'm assuming 10 misses.
Yes, with the 10, you let loose an arrow from the short bow, and it flies wide. Where you thought the owlbear was, it's shifted. Kia, you are on the back of a draft horse.
I am.
You
Do I
see-
have...
Cover on the first one.
And then...
Easy, normal shot on the second.
Okay, I'll take that normal shot at disadvantage.
Okay, that'll hit.
Bad.
Roll your damage. 7 points of piercing damage as the crossbow bolt lays into the flank of the owlbear. It doesn't seem to flinch. You get the sense that these are giant bags of hit points and death, mostly death.
Okay. We got this? Maybe. Fuck it. I'm going to use my action surge and take another shot.
Okay. I hope I didn't just kill you all. 13 hits. 9 points of damage. As you shoot a second bolt in. This time, the owlbear shuffles back a bit and it narrows its eyes at you.
Okay, Joy, be very prepared to run, and I'll pat her on the neck.
Knox. You just watched Jabo get 2 hit.
All right. Yeah. So let's see how this goes. Bonus action, I'm gonna cast Searing Smite on my Warhammer, sort of get it like flaming in my hand.
Okay.
I'm gonna put my shield away and use my free hand to try and drag Jabo away And the entire time, like, sort of using the flame on the warhammer to
All right.
try and keep the
I'll give you an
owlbears at bay.
intimidation check on the owlbears. Okay. All right. You can move at half your speed to drag him away.
Cool. So half is 5.
Works, actually.
Yes, half. Oh, wait. Sorry. Yeah, no.
It
half
is.
of half is
12 and a-
5.
25 to 12 and a half to 6. Yeah, and 2. All right. Yeah, you move 5 feet away and you drag Jabo away from the mouth of the cave. And you kind of hold out your flaming axe and in a threatening manner.
But I'm also just tiny, so they're like, eh.
Kester.
Kester is thinking still. I guess that works. We'll do that, I guess.
Okay.
First things first, activate Blade Song.
Okay.
Begin humming a war beat drum sound like thing. That increases my movement by 10. AC goes up by 3. So, fuck, I can't see the board. 5, 10, 15, 30, 40. No. 5, 10, 15, 25, 30. Right there.
Who's tapping on a table?
Sorry.
Where's my
no.
line?
I was just wondering who.
Where's my line tool? There's my line tool. So is that disadvantage right there? Or means that a cover right there?
Well, it's not covered, but it is disadvantage.
It is disadvantage because no light yet. No light yet. Okay, we're going to first level ice knife on that spot of the owlbear.
Okay.
I'm the only person who doesn't have disadvantage.
I always have to
sorry.
look up ice knife over and over.
I know.
You're
It's such a
blind.
weird spell.
It's a great spell though. It's just I don't want to rob you of its wonderful features. Make a ranged spell attack against a target. So make your ranged spell attack at disadvantage.
We will now make that a disadvantage.
They will both make their dexterity saving throws.
13.
Okay. The 13 will hit. So
Nice.
roll your damage.
That is
All right, it takes
4.
4. So go and roll your
Tried to
2d6 for your exploding damage.
6. That would be 9.
All right, one of them takes 9. So as you you shoot out this blade of ice through the darkness, and it hits the large creature. It sticks in and then explodes and shatters into dozens of other blades. And the owlbear next to it takes a shot to the side of the face and lets out a vicious growl as baby owlbear number 2 does nothing. Baby owlbear number 2 actually gets up and wanders towards mom.
Oh no.
Yeah, that makes more sense. Joy. These owlbears have taken a beating. They look even more energized and vitalized than they were at the beginning. Like their fury and is feeding. They are getting angrier and more hostile by the second.
I'm going to drop out of my horse form. I think that's a bonus action, right? Or is that just an action?
We'll just call it free action for now. We'll look it up later.
I would like to cast Balm of the Summer Court for Jabo and tell everybody that we should probably run.
Okay, so it's a roll your d6 with however many dice you're using. Okay, you gain 2 hit points and 2 additional temporary hit points as you release the your Druidic Summer Court blessing upon him.
Thank you.
All right. Anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
That's a bonus action and a free action, so Thorn Whip?
Okay.
Where is my... Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Dum-pum-ba-dum-pum. That's not terrible.
Okay. 5 points of damage as you lash out a vine whip protruding from your hand, striking into which one?
I can only reach the one because of the cover.
Okay.
The further one, I think.
You're aiming for the further one. Okay. All right. It takes the 5 points. J-Bo.
Yeah. So now I'm up.
You are on the ground. You come to as a yes. You are a whirling mess of junk right now, but you are awake.
Did I hear her talk about running or?
Yeah, absolutely. You would have heard that.
Are they within threatening zone of me? I
No,
don't know.
They
Okay.
They are not.
Then yeah, I will get up and move the rest of my distance. Oh, fuck. We only have half distance move.
You have half because you're lying down, so you move 5.
Well, no, I was gonna get up and then move.
Yeah, getting up is half your movement.
Well, I got that,
So
but
that's
half
15.
of
half of half
no,
for
no.
you is 5.
Are you sure? Because my base movement is 35.
Okay, so half comes to 17.5. Half of that comes to 9.5. You can, depending on rounding.
I didn't know how if it rounds
I'll
up or down.
I'll let you move 10 if you stand up.
Sure. 1, 2. Done.
Okay.
That
Use-
doesn't feel good.
No.
That used my action and my my movement, right?
No, it's just your movement.
Oh, okay. Well, I might as well try. I'm gonna use cure wounds on myself first. Wait, no, cure wounds is a standard action. I'm gonna shoot the one. I'm gonna shoot it.
Okay.
Where is my D20? Action. And
Whose
it's gonna be the one with the hunter's mark on it too, by the way.
Yeah, sure.
Whose bright idea was it to shoot at a nest full of owlbears?
That'll
Not
work.
side eyes, Jabo.
roll your
Look, I'm
D6.
just trying to help us along. I'm just trying to get us a place to rest.
Have
All
you
right?
never seen an owlbear before?
I think I could take one on. I thought we could take 2 on together.
As you say that, it's the owlbear mom and dad. The one you just shot charges you, Jabo.
Mhm.
Swings with his claws. 13 will miss. And a 12 will miss. As Mama comes around and flanks Nox.
Oh, Nox, okay.
That'll miss. And a 16 misses.
16 will hit because I had to drop my shield to move Jabo.
Ah, that's right. Thank you. 7 points of piercing damage as the beak bites into you. Which means you've your shield is underneath one of the owlbears right now.
Yep.
That looked like it hurt. Are you all right, Nox?
Let's just get out of here.
All right, and this baby owlbear follows his brother over.
Oh.
Just try to take a shot at the hurt one.
Okay.
Just so you know, Nox, I don't know how I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna get an opportunity attack when I walk away.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to get out of here too because I get 2 opportunity attacks.
Well, not if he expends the opportunity attack for you.
Well, he can't because I go before him.
That'll hit Shelt 9 points of damage on the damaged one.
Wait.
He's looking.
Does Nox flaming, because its access to flaming, would that take away the disadvantage of not being able to see it? Got a flaming axe, would it illuminate it at all?
Let me see what Searing Smite says.
It might not.
Let me read the description. That's a good question.
Searing Smite. The next time you hit a creature during the spell's duration, your weapon flares with white hot intensity, deals an extra 1d6 damage to
not
the...
in this current environment.
Nope. Okay. Cool. So
All right, but you do hit. Do 9 points of damage, and this owlbear looks rougher, starting to show wear as its movement is staggered and slow.
What I'm gonna do might be risky, but I'm gonna go up and take a poke at it with my rapier.
Okay. And I'm double checking your sneak attack because you should get it. But I'm
No, if you have
disadvantage.
auto disables.
Auto disables it.
Yeah.
Yep.
It disables the.
Yes.
No matter which rogue you are, disadvantage disables it.
Yeah, it specifically says you don't need advantage for the on attack roll if another enemy is within another enemy of the target is within 5 feet of it. That enemy isn't incapacitated, and you don't have disadvantage on the attack roll.
Okay, very cool. That sucks.
Yeah, it's very cool.
Third level exhaustion sucks, but you will hit with that.
That's the. Yeah, that's
Oh.
Oh,
Okay.
hello,
Okay.
Joe Cat. Thank you. Wow.
Jesus.
Joe Cat!
Joe Cat!
Hi.
Joe Cat!
Hello,
Jesus
hello,
Christ!
Wait. Why is it you never sat in on one of our sessions on North Marches and now you follow
No,
us here?
He did sit on the sessions in North March.
Did he sit in on North Marches?
fuck?
Okay.
Hello, just in time.
Hello,
to
everybody.
Maybe
Hi.
not kill the party. All
Man,
right.
I'm
We're all
I'm
gonna
red as a
die.
tomato in my lighting. Jesus. Now there's
Oh,
actual
man.
people watching this.
Yeah, let's
All right.
wow.
It's awkward now.
So, Kia, you take your rapier out and you lunge forward and against your wounds and plunge it into the owlbear. You get right into the neck. As you push it through, it stumbles back several feet and then slumps to the ground.
Okay, I think we got this,
Whose
guys.
turn is it? Whose turn is it?
Mine.
Nox, you watch as Kia shoved the rapier through the owlbear. It stumbles back, collapses onto the ground. One more behind you puffs up in fury and rage. You can feel the heat of its breath as it looms over. What do you do?
I wonder what I do. I can't really run. I can't really hide. So might as well do that other thing.
Be careful, Nox.
Okay, Warhammer. Please, for the love of God.
10, unfortunately, will not hit as you bring the Warhammer to bear. And the bear, as you sloppily swing it, it backs up just a bit.
I bring the Warhammer to bear against the owlbear, but the bearing doesn't bring to the owlbear, huh?
That's very confusing.
Yeah, no script. I'm dropping fire and putting up Shield of Faith.
Okay.
That works.
Kester, you're up.
I'm
I'm
essentially
up.
playing a
Okay.
Protect Me
5,
cone.
10, 15, 20, 25. 5, 10, 15, 20. I don't care.
Okay.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. We'll go right here. I like here. And I'm going to let there be light and cast light.
Okay.
So that's going to be a nice 40 feet or 20 feet and then additional 20.
Absolutely. So, what are you casting it on?
Yeah, sure. Cast it on my scimitar.
Okay. So your scimitar glows, extending a huge beam of light, illuminating the area. Those without the dark vision, you can now attack at without disadvantage, unless your level of exhaustion carries you otherwise. What else would you like to do?
I don't think I can. I could do that.
That voice makes me feel like you shouldn't.
I want to see it. That voice has my curiosity.
It has your curiosity. Okay, we're gonna do it then. Will you?
Okay. He has no impulse control. Why would you do this?
That's not exactly untrue. You would go establish clear. 26 in addition when you use sword, it's a dim light. It is dim light. I like that. Cool. So we're gonna use my bonus action.
Okay.
And we're gonna put out my hand that had my wand in it.
Okay.
I'm going to whip it around and I'm going to weave a blade of shadows and cast Shadow Blade at 2nd level.
Oh, geez. Things I have to look up. Okay. What's it do?
Enjoy my extra spells. Fuck. I just put it away. You weave together threads of shadows. Skip that. It counts as a simple melee weapon, which you are proficient in. It deals 2d8 psychic damage on hit, and it has finesse, light, and thrown properties. In addition, when you use the sword to attack a target that is in dim light or darkness, you can make the attack roll with advantage.
Okay. And what have you done with your scimitar?
That's just my other hand.
Okay. So you watch as Kester brings his scimitar up, says a few words of magic, and it glows a radiant light. He pulls that to the side, pulls out his wand with the other hand, and a blade of shadow in the other. That kind of a yin to yang as he's both lit up the world and illuminated this dark, shadowy blade in his hand. All right. That should be your turn.
Yeah, that's it.
All
I
right.
didn't know magic could do that.
Neither did I.
All right. One of the young owlbear children is going to walk up and start owlbear cuddling on dead father.
Oh, it's the most adorable.
What were
little
we
piece of
saying during the
monstrosity.
break, guys?
They're gonna make great cuddle bears.
Oh, can we keep
Exactly.
repeating?
That's what we were giggling about, Casey.
That's fair. That's fair.
That's funny.
Cuddle pile and a corpse pile. You're gonna have both right now. So Joy, you see one owlbear, one large, full-grown owlbear left. Caster behind you is illuminated the darkness. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna cast Moonbeam on the owlbear that is left.
Okay.
And
So,
did that work?
are you getting the spell?
Yeah, I was trying to do it from D20 or
So-
from D&D Beyond.
That's fair. So at the start of their turn, we'll deal with that. But essentially, you hold up your hands, and a small portion of the sky parts, and a beam of light extends down and strikes the owlbear.
And then I would like to use my bonus action to cast Balm of the Healing Cord again on Jabo.
Okay. So go ahead and roll the d6s. You have one more left, I believe.
Yes.
All right. So 4 more hit points. It doesn't overwrite your temporary hit points. So you should have a total of 6 hit points with 2 temporary. As she lets loose the blessings of the Summer Court, and you feel some energy and revitalization.
Do I still have movement left?
You do have movement. You have not moved.
I'm going to move back. I only have 1 level of exhaustion. Does that still have my movement?
It does not. It only hurts your ability checks.
Then I'm gonna go back here by Kester.
Okay. All right, Jabo, you feel a little bit more revitalized.
Yeah.
Far.
What would you like to do?
I'm gonna move my hunter's mark over to the other owl bear and shoot my longbow at disadvantage.
Okay. Oh yeah, no, that'll do it.
And then the 1d6, so let me do that.
Yep. You pull your longbow back. You hone in on the weaknesses of the second owlbear. I'm gonna need your longbow damage too.
Oh,
Just
whoops.
click the
Yep.
word. Yep. You release the arrow as it stabs through the side of the head of the owlbear, as it turns and it glares at you. It takes the full 13 points of damage. So that owlbear, let's see, I need to remove this one from the turn order. One of the younger owlbears moves forward, and they both start nudging on Papa Owlbear. The owlbear you just struck with the arrow changes targets, lunges forward, and attempts to bite and claw at you.
Yep.
The first claw will critically miss, but the beak comes down as you swiftly dodge out of the way of the of the claw. You come right into the beak as it rips into your side for 7 points of damage. Hey, Sadra.
It's still
with
up because of the
with subs.
temporary.
Hey, thank you. You are. You have what? 1 hit point?
1 hit point.
Oh my
Uh,
god.
Go, Jabo.
Thank you again, Sadra. Oh. All right. So you guys might actually survive this. I was worried. Shell.
All right. Here's a quick question: is there anything within 15 feet that, with the assistance of the darkness, I could hide?
There's not a lot of darkness right now.
Oh wait, did you light something up?
There's a light.
Yeah.
His saber is lit up with the lights.
Oh, yeah, that's
And
right. He did
Moonbeam.
that. I forgot about that.
I'll let you hide. It's the rain. There's some rocky outcroppings, some larger boulders. I'll let you get behind.
So yeah, I'll run over to the clip wall to make that make more sense.
Okay.
And try. I have disadvantage because I'm exhausted. Life is a crime. 16.
Yeah. Okay. You rolled a 16. That beats
Alright.
their passives.
All right, and taking advantage on this shot, and because I can see now, and I'm hidden from it.
Take it away.
Hits.
That'll hit.
All right, and finally I get to roll sneak attack. Finally.
You peek out and you pull the short bow. The owlbear, completely unaware of you, as you release the arrow, it strikes it in the head as well, dealing 14 points of damage. As the owlbear shakes its head, looks back over at you, looks back at Jabo, looks back to its baby cubs, and lets out a hoot. A howling hoot? A growling hoot? What would that sound like?
I am Groot.
Yeah, I think you're gonna like. It sounds like Chewbacca, basically. I think is what we're
Yeah.
discovering here. Yeah, like that.
Owlbears are just Wookiees.
He's just like, hoot, motherfucker.
I'm gonna.
Pulls a cigar out of his mouth.
They step up next to Jabo and like hold a hand out to lower his weapon.
I think that's the wrong idea.
No. Slowly take a ration out and toss it out to the owlbear.
So as you reach in to get your ration, it is soaking wet.
Oh.
It is soggy, and as you lift it out, the contents drip and fall to the ground. Most of it dissolved.
Okay, plan number 2. I'm gonna try and make myself seem as unimposing as possible.
Give me an animal handling check at disadvantage.
Okay.
Okay, noted.
Yeah.
All right, anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
Nope, that's it.
All right.
I don't want to leave these babies orphans.
We won't. We'll adopt them.
We won't. We'll send them to their parents.
Nox.
Yep.
Kill it. Do it.
If you don't, I will.
I'm the devil on your shoulder. Kill it.
What would Nox do? I'm not.
WWGD.
You follow the god of freedom. Free them from life.
That's a way to look at it.
Hey! When
is awesome.
we first made this god, Casey made it so that death domain was one of his domains, and I had to convince him to not do that.
What do my notes say it is now?
Freedom.
That's hilarious.
It essentially became he's whatever damn pantheon he feels like,
That's true, Freedom.
if I remember correctly.
Chrolome is Grave, Tempest, and Death.
Oh, so it just remained the same.
That's what
Yep.
my most
There you go.
recent notes.
That's what my notes say.
All right,
Yeah,
come
these-
on. End this next.
Yeah.
Kill it.
Well, here's hoping I end this.
Okay. your time.
I've been rolling pretty shit today.
Kill it. Kill it. Kill it. Kill it.
All right. Roll the damage plus the Searing Smite.
I do not get Searing Smite because I cast Shield of Faith.
Oh, right. Concentration. Fair enough. All right. So the owlbear, its jaw dislocated, bleeding from several wounds, limping, but still this fury and hatred in its eyes as you bring your warhammer down on the top of its head, kind of getting a little bit of a dwarf jump in it, getting both hands onto the warhammer and sending it to the ground. The owlbear collapses. Its eyes roll back and it stops moving.
Finally.
And with that, we're going to drop out of initiative.
Oh, what do we do with the babies?
The rain
Cuddle them.
pours down.
We're not cuddling them.
The rain continues to pour down
Try.
fiercely as it starts to wash the blood back down the hill. You see the babies or the children, the young owlbears are starting to get distressed that their parents aren't responding.
They're close here. You just pick up the owlbears.
Right.
That's-
There's a chance that they survive that.
That's a little bit harsh.
Yeah.
No, they won't follow us. And they're just going to die out here alone.
Could we possibly bring the parents in with us and put them next to them so they're at least in a safe place?
They're just going to die. These are
I'm gonna go
two-
start a fire.
There are 2 young here,
Give me a survival
and we've
check.
killed their parents. There's not going to be a they survive scenario in this.
Joy with the survival check, warming us all up.
So
Joy.
it
Make a
takes,
fire.
It
Make
definitely
a
takes
real
a
fire.
moment because everything's wet. But you manage to get a couple of thicker logs and shake out and you get it going. It takes some time, but about 30 minutes from now, you'll have a fire.
She'll help out where he can.
Okay.
You know, help it gather logs and anything. Just follow directions.
How big are these owlbears?
Well, they are large, so they're. I mean, aside
The
from taking
baby,
up.
the babies.
Oh, they are roughly. Like
I
the
mean, bear
biggest
cubs.
dog.
Bear
the biggest
cubs are
dog you can
about.
imagine.
Oh, they're okay. They're big. Jesus.
Okay, so I couldn't drag them off.
I mean, you could totally grapple with an owlbear, baby.
Oh, do it. Do it.
I want to wrestle
Hey,
with a
boss.
baby owlbear.
Boss,
That sounds amazing.
boss, this is for you.
No, what are you doing?
I'm gonna grapple one of the owlbears and start dragging it off so that I
Go.
kill it out of sight.
Okay, just go ahead and give me an athletics check for just one athletics check. See how this goes.
Get
Okay.
disadvantage. You're exhausted.
You start to drag
Damn it is an ability to. Well, no, grapple is an attack.
I hope the
don't have
baby
disadvantage.
wins.
I do
Give me
too.
another athletics check. Let's see.
It's not an attack. It's something you can do in place of an attack.
Okay, so you begin to drag this baby owlbear away, and it doesn't know what to think at first. Give me an animal handling check at disadvantage. Let me see what this looks like.
Where's my animal handling? There it is.
Okay, and it realizes it doesn't want to go in the rain. It doesn't want to go with you, and it begins to whine incessantly. And its claws are sticking out. It's trying to find purchase. Its brother sees the upset young
Nox.
owlbear and begins to chase after you.
What are
And
you
starts-
doing?
Putting them out of their misery.
Don't upset them. They're gonna get obnoxious.
That he's going to kill them.
That seems a
Um,
little harsh.
Would you rather they just starve out in the wilderness?
We can make it quick.
I
So-
or
think
we
they
can let
might
it be
still
long.
have a chance. I mean, they're bears.
They're cubs.
Yeah. Not every cub dies on its own. Most, but there's a chance.
Plus, they're owl bears. They're fucking abominations. Even if they do survive and they grow up, they're abominations.
I'm with Nox on this one.
I am
Many
not.
things in these mountains are going to hunt them down anyways.
Seem right, killing
Are you
them.
hungry?
You're talking to the owl bears, right?
No.
I think he's talking to Nox. Or she's talking to Nox.
Everyone in general.
Yeah. All our food
Yeah.
is ruined.
Oh shit. Oh, luckily we have some fresh owlbear.
Oh,
You got a fire going. We can
Yeah.
Ta-da!
have some meat. Let's get to work.
and I'm not gonna roll for anything like that. I'll just.
Oh no! If you're going to slaughter baby owlbear, I want to roll. You know nothing is free. Make it a
I
10.
guess we're doing this. Okay.
Can I give Nox the help action? Because I'm gonna help him with
Yes,
this.
please do.
So go ahead. You can have advantage.
You can hold the baby owlbear down.
Cool.
I'm
so
on board with this.
Alright.
We are terrible people.
Two,
Oh, yes, we are.
Terrible, terrible people.
Yes,
Two-
we are.
2 second-level guiding bolts to put these things out of their misery.
So, Castor, you pull
Oh,
the.
sorry. That's supposed to be advantage.
That's fine. You pull the baby owlbears back in. They start to shake off the.
Why are we guiding bolting the pin?
Man.
Because it's quicker!
Okay.
Yeah, roll your damage.
Holy fuck.
As Kester holds one
Are
down,
you kidding me?
you put your hand up to the face of the baby owlbear, and a radiant energy moves down your arm, forms into a ball, and blasts through the cub as its body radiates with energy and then pops as it goes limp.
How
And the
are you
other
supposed
owlbear
to eat it
starts
if you
to run
explode
away.
it?
The baby owlbear darts off outside the cave.
The other one or the
No, the other one. The one that's
Yeah,
one
Yeah,
the one you
the
didn't
one that
just
we didn't
fry.
just starts
Right.
running away, hooting.
I guess
into the
Good,
night.
get away, little bear.
I hope
Yeah.
he lives.
I feel
Says
like you just created a monster.
Yeah.
You realize they're already monsters, right?
Yeah, but
I mean, who's
Besides,
the bigger monsters?
They were going to try and kill us anyways.
The
Also, that
babies
thing's
were-
still in
Babies?
range. I could just shoot it with the other one.
I would like to sit by the fire and try to forget this terrible thing that's just
Yeah.
happened.
Likewise. Diego does the same.
I'm joining the ranger and the druid here.
Yep. Not even gonna argue anymore. Just walk away silently.
Okay.
Can I
Yes, sir.
check on my books in my bag?
You may roll me a D100.
Mm,
Higher is better. Can you play an angry owlbear seeking revenge? Oh man. So your bag.
Would
inside
it
your bag,
have dark? Sorry, never mind.
inside your bag, your books
Scary
were.
thought.
You thought ahead. They were double wrapped. They were starting to soak through, but they are mostly dry.
I am going to take them out of their plastic so that they become all dry and maybe read one of them.
Okay. So as you all settle into camp, you sort through your items. Everything you have is soaked. Your rations, cut them into thirds. The only thing that is left is the anything that was dried meat. All the breads, the berries and things like that have just been either crushed or soaked through, unedible. The fire provides some warmth, and it seems like this cave, at least for the moment, is completely out of the weather. It's of an elevation. The water won't sink in. Anything else you want to do for the night?
Set my stuff out to
Do you want
dry.
to use?
Yeah.
Do you want to use what we killed?
Yeah.
Yeah,
We might as well use what we killed.
and eat it.
Does anyone want to help me cut this owlbear up for food?
I do
Let's
have a
try
Skin it and
question,
gut it.
Casey.
Yeah,
Yes.
let's try and
What-
see-
Would the other owlbear have gotten out of range of 60 feet before with its dash action?
The owlbear was going pretty fast. I was counting seconds as you guys discussed it. Yes. If you had fired the second your conversation had stopped, and then we went into kind of the book thing, yeah, he would have been
Okay.
several turns away. Doesn't mean you can't go hunt him down.
No, I'm not going to go hunt him down.
Go ahead, Nox. Go hunt him down.
Yeah.
That's when the druid and the ranger go and hunt you down while you're doing it. thought
And
he
then,
was hunting an
and then I
owlbear, but
killed,
his
and then
party
I
was
killed
hunting
the
him.
ranger and the rogue because they're both at disadvantage.
Oh, that's fair.
The druid
The rogue would
is at
join.
less disadvantage than you.
No, you're not. You're at more disadvantage.
It doesn't
All
matter.
right, all right. So
Okay,
what are you
it's
all
not
doing?
happening.
What are you doing for the night?
Trying to forget this ever happened.
Someone gonna help me cut up the owlbears?
I'll
Oh,
definitely do an owlbear protection campaign.
Knox
for
will
you
come and
guys.
help you.
That's
Need another
amazing.
tier 3.
So is that advantage for whatever it is to
Yeah, let's
make
get
food out of an owlbear?
One person give me a survival check. Let's see what we manage.
What's your
you
survival
you could
sitting
do
at,
it
Kester?
at normal because you're
4.
exhausted.
I'm not exhausted.
Oh, you could do it at advantage.
It's at 4
That's
unless
right.
you want to try it for your regular save up.
No, you've got it better.
Cool. 18.
Okay. Yeah, you managed to get the meat, get the skin off if you wanted to use the leathers,
Yeah.
the furs.
Use what you kill.
The bones are all intact. But you ever played Oregon Trail?
Sadly, no.
Okay. So for those who are old enough to have played Oregon Trail, you have too much meat to carry. But you could smoke a good portion. You could smoke, let's call it 18 rations worth tonight. If you taught everybody how to change out the meat, how to do it, how to set it up over the course of the night, you could smoke 18 rations worth. You would leave a lot of meat behind though. That's like a leg. You have like an owl leg worth of
Oh,
meat.
wow. They have a lot. They have meaty boys. Shit. And there's still another bear.
18 rations is.
Yeah, we're gonna have to
rations
leave
is
some
good
of
food.
it behind.
Yeah, we're going to have to. It sucks, but oh well. I guess. Can we take its bones and talons with us?
You could spend the night working on that. You won't get any sleep.
Now sleep.
Sleep sounds good.
How cold's the weather? We might be able to actually carry some raw with us for another day, and then
It's
okay.
wet and stormy.
It's a spring, so it'll get down to the 40s. It'll get up
Yeah,
to
no.
the 60s.
When you said spring, I was like, no.
Okay.
No.
Cool.
We can make blankets out of their hides, though.
Oh my god, let's
Well,
just
you
cook
did-
the meat
We don't
and
have time.
sleep.
Yeah, let's cook the
We're
meat.
Let's
out here looking for
smoke
bandits.
18 rations and sleep.
The longer we stay here, the more damage Anthony does to the boat while we're gone.
It's true.
He's not the
Who
one
shouldn't
who
even
damaged
have a
the
boat
ship
anymore?
now.
That's a sad thought.
Are you kidding me? With his concert, it's already sunk.
I don't know. His concerts are pretty good. That's one thing he does real good.
No, I think he meant he was holding a concert on the boat. That thing couldn't hold 5 people, barely.
Knox, I think he was smart and just went to Slippies.
Which is
I
where
told-
we should be right now, guys.
I told him to go find someplace warm and dry and just.
So now the boat's sunk in the storm and set.
Possibly.
So we still don't have a boat anymore.
Which means we
Possibly.
really need to get some rest and go kill some bandits
Yes,
tomorrow.
let's
Yes.
bandits
So
sleep.
let's sleep.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Cool. So we have 18 owlbear rations that I guess that we want to divide among us.
I can keep an eye on that.
I mean, there's six of us, 3 rations each.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah. We can just up each of our ration count by 3.
Yep.
And
Okay. And with that, the storm begins to settle throughout the night. Each of you taking turns at rest and smoking rations. The camera will fade out and fade in to a banner, a hand-painted banner on the docks of Jellicoy. It
Oh
says,
no.
Anthony Piles Bilge Water Bucket Challenge and Concert. And then it'll fade to black. Ladies and gentlemen, that's where we're going to call it tonight. Oh, wow. Hey, so hello there, all the people who showed up in the middle of combat.
it's
Welcome.
fun sitting here being the only person who knows that was going to happen tonight.
Well, you'll have to thank him for me, or thank you for doing. What was the name?
Thank Joe Cat.
Cat.
Joe Cat. Yeah.
Thank you,
he's-
Joe Cat.
Thank
Joe Cat.
you.
And also-
Joe Cat,
Joe
thank
Cat.
you, boss.
Oh yeah, yes. Thank you, Anna Knox, because I know that Anna Knox is the person who
Yes.
convinced Joe Cat to do the raid. so
Thank you, Anna.
We
Thank
are we are delving in deep. This started in January 1st with a world-building exercise between me and my second dungeon master. We did that for 27 or so episodes before starting this campaign 7 weeks ago. It runs nearly every Tuesday. I don't think there's an exceptions coming up anytime soon. And we run with 2 DMs because the idea was we wanted the details to matter. There's a lot of things in the world that are moving and alive, some connecting pieces that they can influence. And it's been a fantastic journey so far because I have the 6 sexiest D&D players in all of D&D. From top left to top right, we have Amanda, Kyle, and Connor. We have Trevor, Jamie, and Larry. And I always stumble over names, even though I've known these people for years.
It happens.
And Larry. And I'm Casey. I'm your dungeon master. We do this every Tuesday at 6 p.m. to about now.
Forget Tom.
Oh, Tom. Well, here's the thing. Let me show you what currently is Tom's camera.
I'm not here.
I'm always here. It's okay.
That wasn't creepy.
Not creepy at all.
Tom's camera was shoved behind me in Knox.
Yeah.
Oh, was it really? That's clever. Now he won't randomly appear.
There he is.
Do I have this? Does that work?
Never mind.
Yes, we do have a Patreon. We weren't going to do one, but people started asking, and they've been a great help in supporting the stream. We're getting new sound and light equipment for Kester that's coming in next week because of it. The simple stuff we've seen before are rewards. You can get your name in my random NPC generator. You can design your NPC quest or magical item that'll insert into the world near the players, or you could even join the last tier, which I will run a D&D campaign set in our world once a month for as long as you're in that tier, where the adventure will be adjacent enough that you could have an impact on the crew, you and up to 5 of your friends. So that being said, I don't spend too much time plugging that. I really just super excited that people showed up and seem to like what we're doing. Anything I'm missing, guys, gals, and generally sexy friends of mine?
Not really. Every
Tuesday,
Tuesday, 6 p.m. Pacific.
Think you got it.
Yep.
Oh,
Kyle's streaming after.
Yeah, what
Oh
Amanda
yeah,
said.
there's always that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Check out the Twitter. Check out the Facebook.
Check
out
out
the Instagram.
the Twitches. Yeah.
Check out all the stuff.
Yeah, Jamie and I, Joy and I, we both stream. So I'm twitch.tv/Scorpion Tanker. The E is a 3, and then Joy is over at Jamie May Odinson.
Yep, it's the same as her Twitter right down there.
You and I need to get back to playing Borderlands together sometime.
I agree.
What else? YouTube, if you want to catch up, YouTube links are down below. We have all 6 episodes. 7th will be up tomorrow.
There's also the VODs on Twitch.
They are.
That's true.
So much.
And some of you watched all of them this week, which is amazing.
Specifically, my friend Haley. Thank you, you mad woman.
We also have our social media stuff for the game itself.
I don't know how you dealt with 21 hours of me. Like, I have to sleep for part of that.
We were drunk in one of them
last week.
He wasn't there last time, so.
Yeah.
All
All
right.
right.
That's only 17.
I want to avoid selling out too super hardcore on stream, guys. Really, it's just a lot of fun. Thanks for watching. Come back next time. I stream. I'll see you guys later. I'll see you next Tuesday at 6 p.m. Wave and dance to the music, guys.